Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are now watching ShantClubNFL. We're broadcasting live via our social media channels, all at ShantClubNFL, at Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. We are trying something unique. It's never been done as far as we are aware before. We are going to have a watch party for all the 6 p.m. games. As usual, I'm joined by my boy, Pete. Pete, what's up?
Nick, I'm very good, mate. Got the iPad on, Game Pass, games on there, left ear, right ear, loads of screens going on, loads of people in the background. This is going to get pretty mental, but obviously this is what we wanted to do. We can't go to London. We can't integrate with people, have a beer with people. So we kind of wanted to sit here, chill out, bring some people on, talk football, get some live interaction when people are watching the games. Come on live, tell us about a particular play, what's going on with your team, talk ball. We're going to keep sort of up to date with the scores. Matt, I'm properly excited about this, and I think you are too, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Hopefully this will work, and we'll have plenty coming on. Pete, bring some people on.
Before we start, Nick, I've got to say one thing. Ready? 3.5 hours of commercial-free ShantClubNFL football begins now. Right, okay.
You aren't no Trod McClure. I told you that before.
Right, okay. Let's bring our favourite of all on. Claire, thanks for joining us.
We've just had kick-off for the Browns-Cowboys game. Fans at the stadium, which I didn't think they were going to allow in.
Sure.
Despite what's kicked off with COVID this week, you'd think the NFL would go, right, no one in.
Brilliant. Fans are actually going to be able to see the Browns choke against the Cowboys. Can't wait. It's going to be good. Right, let's see who else we've got on here. Jonathan, my man, a regular viewer of ShantClubNFL, is always sending in his comments. Jonathan, thanks for joining us today, mate. How you feeling?
Not too bad, mate. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
Good to have you on.
Probably nice that your Falcons aren't playing today, so you can just sit, chill, have a couple of beers, and just relax today.
Yeah, till 2 o'clock. Till 2 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
Nice late one for you. Excellent. Who else we got on here? Let's bring them all along. Carl and Steve, how you doing, fellas?
Evening,
boys.
Football.
Could be better. Here we go. We've also got Simon. Nice hat, Simon. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, very good. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Yes, very good. It's very nice to sort of finally catch up with you, mate.
Yeah, you too.
Very, very nice to catch up. It's quite nice the fact that we're not watching the game. We can just sit. We can watch the Cowboys beat the Browns, watch Washington try and beat up on the Ravens. But good to see you, Si. And then we've got one more sitting at the bottom there, Tori, Eagles fan. How you doing, Tori?
How am I doing? Well, I'm between the birds and my mental. That's what not that great, but looking forward to today.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one for you guys tonight, that's for sure, against Nick's 49ers. It looks like the games have started, so let's see what you're watching. Simon, what game are you watching, mate?
I'm on Red Zone, so wherever the excitement is, that's where I'll be.
Looks like you're on the same as us.
That's where it's at.
Ronald Jones, second and 7, just ran for 12 yards.
On Red Zone. Claire, are you watching the Browns game?
I am taken off number 73 Looney. Looks like a lower leg injury, but he has walked off under his own speed.
Early doors, Tampa's on the drive.
So's the try.
Browns get a sack. That'll be the only time that's said. Right, do we all drink for that? Is that?
You do know a defense starts on 10 points, right? So don't get too carried away, all right? Before anybody notices, we both play fantasy. We're up against each other, so there's going to be a lot of shenanigans in the next 3.5 hours.
Good stuff. This is going to be good. Stafford's running
Matt
for
Stafford got legs.
I actually fancy Detroit to beat New Orleans.
Has got legs.
I think it's going to be a good game, John. To be fair, that Lions Saints game looks frisky. I wouldn't mind sort of catching that.
Yeah, I fancy Lions in Chicago as a double. Actually.
AP and drops probably yard.
The thing is, that game isn't. It's not out of the Lions' reach. It's really, really not.
It could be a shootout, man. I mean, the Saints are missing the top two corners.
With COVID that have hit the Saints, it's not out of the question.
No. Is Michael Thomas playing for the Saints?
No, he's not available.
See, they're missing so much. They're missing the two main cornerbacks as well. They're missing a lot.
The Browns have forced the 3 and out against the Cowboys.
Oh, Stafford had to throw that away. No one open.
That's not good for me. That's not good for my fantasy scores at all.
Let's see what
Browns forcing Cowboys to a 3 and out.
That will do me nicely. Although I don't know what the mockery on Dallas Cowboys fans will be once again.
Tampa Bay's in the red zone.
Who's in the red zone?
Tampa Bay.
I think I've got a slight delay on my red zone.
We're going off.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is not good for me at all. There you go. Jason, come back on the field.
Oh, man.
The Bucks are in the red zone.
The best day. The best day.
Harrison, my man, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, not bad. How are you guys? How is everyone?
We are doing well, mate. We are doing okay. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hopefully you got a beer in hand.
Gosh.
Good lad, good lad.
Tampa
There's
Bay's on
a
the
serious delay on red zone because I've just watched Dak Prescott get sacked. So I'm probably about 3 hours behind everyone else.
Yeah.
I was hoping that would start showing scores, but I don't think it's going to work, is it?
Detroit's on the 6-yard line. Detroit's just scored a touchdown.
Detroit.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift.
First and goal.
Sitting on my bench, DeAndre Swift.
Oh, no, bad goal, man. He's just scored, yeah. 6 now. Tampa Bay. Oh, Tampa Bay's
Nice
nice
stop.
I can see the sweat.
Yeah, this is not good for me at all. None of my players
He
are.
has a monster day.
I'm fucked.
And I get my
I won't
first
say
win of
I'm.
the season.
I won't say I'm fucked. Not by any stretch. Snap,
The
Stafford.
Lions have scored then.
Yeah,
Throw
DeAndre
side,
Swift.
touchdown. DeAndre Swift.
Now, that was a bullet.
Second and goal for Bucks.
I think he's a delayed, because it's third and goal now.
No, snapped. Oh!
Touchdown, Bucks.
Was that a low pass or was that just poor
Cameron
coverage?
Bray.
Or that was just poor
Cameron
coverage. Have a look. He got tipped. He got tipped. And
Yeah,
fuck for that.
Cameron Brace just scored a touchdown.
Touchdown for the Browns.
Oh, no.
Who got it?
Touchdown for the Browns.
OBJ.
Oh, nice for my
Oh, now he's starting to progress.
As one of the
Hey, have you got that tenner
Oh,
ready?
great. Not wrong. Oh, dear. That
Not
can't
so
help
far,
anyone in
mate.
fantasy.
Touchdown Tampa Bay.
5 minutes ripped off the clock. Really good time management there. Your points of differential was just plummeted. Troy got the touchdown in against the Saints. Oops. You didn't. Hey,
Uh,
forgot about that one, did you?
The Seahawks are in the red zone as well.
Oh, look, there's Junior Jonathan.
That was. Oh, that's lovely. And dropped
Yeah.
and stopped at the 15-yard line. Pushed out rather.
Look at him. Good old D.
Carson was like nothing.
I've just seen the Cleveland touchdown.
DK Metcalf is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL.
I can't believe he slipped so far in the draft. I was crying for us to draft him, man.
What the heck again?
I mean, Tyler Lockett.
There's Carson. That's a gain of about 8. Don't give me that fucking stare. Give me that stare. Now you need CD Lamb to help you out.
I thought you might turn up after you've got a touchdown. Yeah, now you decided to come on, mate, have you?
Oh, hello.
How you doing, boys?
Oh!
Mate, that was a nice throw. That was a nice throw and pass, Ivan. To be fair, mate, wasn't it?
That was classic Browns.
First and goal.
I think Claire talked about Browns getting the touchdown.
Absolutely classic Browns.
We're playing about 3 hours behind everyone.
We're about.
Claire will be watching it live.
Yeah.
Against Cowbells.
Oh, the lefty threw it and all.
I think the Seahawks are like 2 yards out now.
Carson again. First and goal.
What did Jason say that Fitzmagic was going to do? 300 yards and 3 TDs, wasn't it?
Not
300.
Fitzmagic got picked up.
Well,
He can get picked off 50 times as long as I get him over 300 yards. I don't care how many times.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
1 yard short is a Tennessee thing.
Touchdown Seahawks, by the way. Chris Carson's just scored.
I left him on the bench because I was worried about his injury.
Why are we far behind? How come are we so far behind?
So I've got on Sky Sports. That's why I'm watching it on the TV, not laptop.
Why am I not doing that?
Yeah, Chris Carson's just scored.
But Carson up the gut, no problem. That is points for me. That's 6 points. Go.
Is that you? Are you going to tell them who you like? Atlanta.
Wow, 1360 already. Carson's has basically done his projection within about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can't believe I've left him on the bench.
Does anyone think
hang on, you left Carson on the bench. Who did you put him in with? Who did you replace him with?
I can't even remember, man. I think
Nixon?
No, not Nixon. No, I've left him on the bench. I've got him in a couple of leagues.
God, that was smart. That was a smart move.
Carson.
By the way, I think Drew Brees has just been picked off.
Brees have been picked off.
Yeah, he's just threw an interception. Detroit's back in the red zone again.
Why is it bad news to me?
Well, Detroit get the ball back, and if they score another touchdown, you need points on the defense. Come on, man, get with it.
No, I literally thought I don't understand that.
Ivan, how's your day been, Ivan? You had a good one, mate?
Yeah, good. Not bad at all.
It's not the worst thing, though.
Been pretty grim out there today, mate, and it's pretty much a day to stay in and just catch up on bits.
Does anyone think Drew Brees will get benched soon and Jameis Winston put?
Oh, I think they sort of prefer Hill over Winston, don't they? Really?
Wonder that is AP in game of about 2.
Right, you need to stop it now.
I'll go into that.
They can get their pass rush.
I would say this is not good for me from my outcome because I've got the Saints beating the Lions here. I think most people would. But the way Brees is playing at the minute, it's...
Harrison, you looking forward to your game later on tonight, mate?
Yeah, a bit gutted that it got moved back because late nights and starting work early isn't fun, but that's what it's all about being the UK fan, isn't it?
It could be worse, though, mate. It could be the sort of late game, 9:30, whatever it is. Kickoff. That's not too bad, is it, mate?
Touchdown Lions. 13-0 Lions. They scored another touchdown.
10-24-1, Matt Patricia. When apart from Bill O'Brien, there's no other coach that's on the Patriots tree that's actually fucking done any good.
Ken Collier has scored another touchdown,
Slightly
so it's 13-0.
They're still saying 7-0 here, Bucks.
7 up.
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah, touchdown.
Anyone start Matthew Stafford at all?
People are going to regret not starting Matthew Stafford. Yeah, that's in. Look at that.
Galladay. Kenny Galladay touchdown.
Who's got Galladay?
I think Riley picked him back up again.
Stop it.
Wow. The Ravens starting off slow side, which is a good sign.
Does
I could do with another loss.
Have a chance?
No. I thought Matt had him.
Go check Matt's score then.
Man, I'm well gutted. I really thought the Titans were there for the taking this weekend. I was well up for this game.
Yeah, I was confident actually, which I wasn't
Oh,
last
that's
week.
a lovely. Oh, is it Zeke? Big Zeke just had a good catch from Prescott for well over 20 yards.
Yes.
The double box stick. Cleveland, Dallas, and Arizona. Carolina at 4th, and they're going for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, they got it.
Oh, easy rollout. Easy rollout.
Oh, touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Who scored it?
Yeah, CD Lamb.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's the mark?
Ivan, is yours delayed, mate? Did you know that there was a TD?
I've just heard it.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Obviously, it's a bit of a gut, obviously, when there's obviously people that have got a bit of a time delay.
I won't say anything then.
But to be fair, when it comes to the Browns, mate, hearing it and now watching it,
One of his, mate, after this, you go, wow.
Oh, wide open, mate.
Who in the little fuck was marking him?
Terrible.
Ooh.
I'm going to get a
That's
beer.
a busted coverage.
You've got to remember, though, CD Lamb just fell down in the draft and then Dallas just poached him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a steal, definitely. Like DJ Metcalf for the Seahawks last year. I mean, that is ridiculous how he fell so
That was just straight. That wasn't a route. Wow.
That wasn't even busted coverage. There was no coverage.
What's a throw by Justin Herbert?
Who's the
Touchdown,
defensive coordinator
Oh,
for the Browns?
the safety's lost on an island there.
What I see.
You see this throw from Justin Herbert?
Oh, I've just seen that Cleveland, the Dallas touchdown. He was all alone in the end zone.
Awful.
Yeah.
Bad.
Lads, girls, you need to see this one from Justin Herbert on Red Zone if you're watching it. What a throw.
Nope.
I like Herbert. I
like him.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bang! On the money!
Rookie, yeah. Throwing that.
Tyler Johnson.
Hey, Carolina's driving on Arizona, aren't they?
That was it.
Brilliant. Spot on. Yeah.
See ya.
List of QBs not getting their job back this year. Trubisky.
Got the game back.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't know how I get them back.
Justin
is, you
Herbert
say
may be
that
the
it-
only second quarterback out of Oregon in history to actually be a competent quarterback.
I mean, they completely charged us accidentally backed into something really special with Herbert, I think.
He was good. He was very good at Oregon. Very good.
Wasn't Tyrod Taylor the guy that got that injection that punctured his lung?
Yeah, and I can tell you from experience, that hurts a lot.
He'll get his job back once he's fit, trust me. Otherwise, he's going to sue the arse
I
off
think the
that
judges
team
would be
and that.
stupid.
Carolina's at the 3-yard line.
Morrison stuff, 2nd and 6.
Now I'm off that game.
I've just seen we got an Eagles fan in here. I hope you're ready to get your arses whooped at 20 past. Sorry, I had to say that.
Davis.
I was looking forward to seeing a woman break down on the internet.
We went down
The trouble was, you see, they were that short. They even reached out to me and Pete, but we couldn't get a flight to go and play wide receiver because they got no one else to play there.
We got a triple box. Here.
He said,
teams on the internet in a minute.
He said to me, why are you not starting Ertz? And I went, what? The only eligible receiver the Eagles have got left? He's going to be covered by every linebacker and cornerback going.
They're going to put extra linemen in there just to be receivers.
Oh wow, that
was a bad
draw. You got to catch that shit. You have to.
Oh, suddenly, I'm really glad that my waiver for Robbie Anderson didn't go through.
Nah.
Who'd have thought Crowder would have been a better pickup than Robbie Anderson?
Yeah.
So is everyone watching Red Zone apart from, well, obviously, I guess Ivan and me are watching the Cowboys game.
So, yeah, I've got Red Zone. That's it.
I've got the Texans up on my phone.
That Sandeo's lost that touchdown for us.
Will Fuller, no.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there, Ivan. That was awful.
He's absolute
Touch-
rubbish.
Touchdown, Carolina.
4.6. It fucking hell, bells.
Are you starting to panic yet?
Oh, it's the
Carolina's
running the
winning
first
anyway.
quarter
Nick,
game.
what are you watching next? I've got to be honest, I've got Red Zone on and a million people talking and my brain is just fucking fried. I can't concentrate on fucking anything. I don't think I've watched any football. I've just sat here and drunk beer.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Rogers Monday night.
To be fair, isn't that what normally happens when we go to London? We just sit there, drink beer and don't remember the game.
I could be knackered.
Exactly.
Touchdown, Dave. Touchdown, Carolina Davis.
Let's have a look how my accumulators doing in the early stages. Probably rubbish.
Let's have a look what's going on. Right. Hey, when did the Chargers score?
Just before, Justin Herbert doing an absolute bomb.
Yeah, a couple of minutes ago.
What happened? Did Justin Herbert run it in?
Oh,
He threw an absolute bomb.
Absolutely bombed it.
Perfect deep pass.
Yeah, it was a beauty to watch.
What, to Allen or?
No,
Who was it?
can't remember.
I think it's Tyrod Johnson, I think his name was.
Yes.
That helps no one.
Panthers 6 up. The Skins are still in it against the Ravens. Excellent.
Who?
It's the Washington football team.
It's always going to be the Skins. Piss off.
You're about as politically correct as a. Well, I can't say it because I
You
don't.
talk to me about being politically correct.
Mate, I am the most politically correct person that you know. And if you believe that bollocks, you believe anything.
You're a PC, mate, but you're a proper CU, whatever the rest is, mate.
There's no need for that.
First down. It'll be first and goal Vikings.
Touchdown Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
I'm not being.
How far are we behind? Should I just come off and just go back to it?
Not being funny. This is the two most. How are these teams 3-0? Houston and the Vikings.
Yeah, but Dalvin Cook's just good though.
Tanking. Texans are tanking. They're going to trade away Deshaun Watson and get the number 2 overall pick, and they're going to tank for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. The Texans.
You've got no chance of that happening because both New York teams, I think, are tanking for Trevor, and they can't even help themselves.
Did anyone see Sam Darnold get sacked by a ghost?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that entire game.
I think the Jets need to be very, very careful with what they do in the offseason. If they
did anyone see the?
You either dump Darnold and you take either Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields, or you trade the pick away for another first round pick.
The trouble is with that though, their offensive line. It doesn't matter who you put behind there. I'm not saying Darnold's the answer, but their offensive line is garbage. It doesn't matter who you put behind there.
I honestly think Darnold has talent.
I mean, I'm not a big college follower by any stretch, but they were saying he does throw a lot of picks, etc. But he ain't getting a chance to really do that.
Say hi, Pete. Say hi, Pete.
Saints are in the red zone. Has Drew Brees managed to sling the ball further than 5 yards? Fucking hell. Oh. Mike Evans has left the game.
Uh-oh.
By the way, does anyone support Manchester United?
No.
I heard they were getting spanked by the Spuds.
Yeah, they just lost. They just got beat 6-1.
6-1.
They didn't talk about pigskin,
yeah, 6-1.
Mate, all I care about is my boys are top of the league. So we are top of the league.
I don't mind Everton.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last, Pete. So make the most of it,
mate. It ain't often I can say that Everton are 4-0 and the Steelers are 3-0, mate.
Here's one for you though. The last time Everton won their first 4 games and scored this many goals, they actually
Week
won
6,
the
Pete. Week 6.
Sorry, John. Go on, mate. What were you saying there?
I was just saying the last time Everton after this run and scored this many goals in their first 4 games, they actually won the league.
Well done.
I'm not going to
Sorry,
kick
that's
them up there.
dangerous.
I know Everton aren't going to win the league, but it's nice to
Hey.
see him up there.
You never know. Leicester City did it.
Mate, Liverpool are just too good at the minute. I hate to say it.
And then Josh Allen is just going to kill your Raiders. As much as I don't want them to, as much as I want him to.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I had to drop. I had to drop my home so to get Josh Allen
No,
because
don't
I
do that,
can't.
don't do
I can't stand to see. Yeah.
Squad Kamara.
Are they going to continue to run it?
I'd love to have someone like
Second and
Kamara
goal.
on
So yeah, they
Pittsburgh.
will run it again before they go for third down. Then
He
Drew
wouldn't
Brees-
come to you. He wouldn't come to you, Pete, because he don't do drugs and he doesn't do what Ben Roethlisberger did. But I can't mention that, obviously.
What, give up porn?
PC. Anyone got
Sorry,
me?
Pete, I know you're a Steelers fan, but fair play
By
to
the
Big
way-
Ben, but giving up
by the-
porn's not exactly.
Mark Ingram's just scored for real.
Big Ben gave up.
Just
Yeah,
running,
there's a
touchdown.
recent documentary on the off season that he actually gave up porn because he was that's how he was struggling so much. Tennis elbows.
Too much trumpet polishing.
Tom Brady just run 6
Oh,
an
that's a
interception
lovely
for
shot.
6.
That's Marquise Brown.
Pick 6. Chargers have just done a pick 6. Oh.
Ingram.
Chargers are winning now, 13-7. Tom Brady
Oh, that was
just
inevitable.
pick 6.
It was inevitable.
I've just seen the Lions have gone up 14 zip.
Oh, Brady, that was terrible. Big 6. Bye bye.
To the house.
Brady's got to stop throwing these out routes.
It's where he's getting caught out.
You take him out of Belichick's system.
What's the chances Brady's now going to get double-digit interceptions this season?
He take Jameis Winston.
Without the
That's
yard.
what happens. That's what happens, though. You see, when you're the fake goat, the real goat retired a long time ago. Brady is just regressing and regressing.
Oh,
Third and goal.
touchdown Bengals.
Touchdown Cincinnati.
Yeah, Bengals do a follow.
By the goat, I assume you're talking about Ken Stabler.
Tyler Boyd. What?
Tyler
I
Boyd.
was actually talking about, oh God, who was the one? Jim Plunkett, actually. There's one for the teenagers.
Oh, actually, it's not been taken off for holding. It's not a touchdown.
That's the wrong running back. Fuck.
He's in.
Oh, yeah.
He's in.
Latavius Murray. Fuck's sake. Wow.
Anyway, lads, I'm going to have to go, right? So thanks for being on.
No worries, John.
Yeah,
Thanks for
enjoy the
joining
game,
us,
lads.
buddy.
Thank you.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers, John. Cheers, mate. Take care.
You too, Bob. Thank you.
Get in.
Oh, he's in. That's on the line.
Right. I'm going to mute some mics here because I want to hear from the man Ivan. Ivan, tell us what's going on in your game, mate, down in Dallas.
Well, Dallas D has stepped up a bit, so we've had to punt that one. So now we need people like Sanday to do their job properly. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'd still be winning this game because that's no excuse to just let them wander like that. That's Cowboy secondary play. That is.
How's it been, mate? Is it just pretty much been you guys on the ground, Dallas in the air, a little bit back and forward at the minute?
Browns are doing their trying to get the run game established. So and then using tight ends. So Hooper and Bryant have had some good catches. They've tried to get OBJ involved. Obviously, he got the touchdown. Bit of a trick play. So it's shaping up to be a close game.
Yeah,
as we thought it would be.
Yeah, exactly right. I did kind of think this was going to be a close game, but I just, the way I was looking at it was going to be you guys pounding the ground. Every time you guys pound the ground, Dak just goes down there and just airs it out and comes back in the game. And I just kind of get the feeling that the way NFL is now, throwing it out there is going to win games against teams that run it I really do.
I don't think we're running it enough at the moment. I think we need to run it more. But we'll see.
Well, I would wish you luck, mate, but I don't wish you any luck at all. Appreciate the update, though, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Well, let you know when the Browns get some more touchdowns.
Everyone else running on red zone.
Yeah, everyone is. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Texans game up on my phone.
Oh, good sling by Fitzmagic.
Right. Well, I'm going to mute you all again because I want to have a chat with Si because I haven't had a chance to have a chat with him and a fellow Steeler. Si, what do you reckon about the fact that this game's off and it's been changed to? Is it week 6, week 7?
Yeah, my tendency is to be really negative and upset about it, but Gav's kind of calmed me down. Gav off my podcast. He's convinced me that this is not as big a deal as it needs to be, and a Super Bowl team has to overcome adversity, right?
Yeah, exactly right. It just felt like it come at the wrong time, though. I mean, I listened to your podcast with the lads as well, and for me, I just feel that the Steelers are in a place at the minute. You're watching them; they're grinding out results, but they still look like a work in progress.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, if they can get that offense running, we've got to remember there's new weapons there. You got Ebron and Claypool, and pretty much Johnson as well. That Big Ben has just thrown nothing to. He's just obviously coming back from his injury. That off, you've got complete change on the sort of front line. Obviously, Zach Banner going out week 1. Got Chooks coming in, who I think he's playing really well. And to be fair, I was really worried about that right tackle position, and I kind of looked at it and thought, well, if either one of them guys started, I feel sorry for Zach, but Chooks is coming in, doing good. Now DeCastro's back, we're looking strong. And I just think if we can get the offense rolling, it's not there yet at all.
No. I thought this was the perfect chance to do that because the Titans' defense is a little bit iffy. They've been in shootouts with poor teams. So I thought with our defense going up against them, if we could hold their run, if we could hold Derrick Henry back a little bit, I thought this could be a really offensive game for us. We could get rolling, and then you can roll straight into the Eagles and the Browns.
Well, this is the other thing, obviously. It's a little bit of a blessing in disguise, the fact that we're obviously now going to have the Eagles. But every sort of week that's gone on, I've looked at it, it just seems that little bit extra test.
Yep.
And the Titans was that next test that we needed to really see where we were at. Unfortunately, now playing the Eagles, I'm expecting to win that, but I don't think we're necessarily going to see where we're at.
Yeah.
But I guess the following week we'll see, I suppose.
That's a stink of a trap game, that Eagles game, though. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I'm not panicking about the Eagles game for sure.
We'll show you how it's done later on, mate. We're going to put 40 up against this Eagles team.
It really wouldn't surprise me, mate. It really wouldn't surprise me.
Browns will inflict the Steelers' first loss of this season.
We'll go 1-1 with the Browns. I've been saying this all year.
Can someone mute Ivan?
Mate, it is going to be classic if they do beat the Steelers because you are going to get
it won't be Nick. It's not going to be if Nick. Browns are going to take the Steelers apart this year.
Mate, I said at the beginning we're going 10-6. We'll split with the Browns. We'll split with the Ravens. We'll lose a couple of games because that's just what the Steelers do. But
you said you'll go into the Super Bowl, Peter.
Time
Let's make it right.
Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl after a 10-6, mate. That's fine.
We go into the Browns Super Bowl. That's when they play us.
Oh, cheap shots.
I love it. I love being backed up with a fellow Steeler. It's normally the 49ers show, so this is nice.
Don't worry, because my Niner boys are on standby to come in and take over.
was meant to be calling the play calls.
Right. I need a little catch up with the scores. Let's see what's going on.
Nothing much by the looks of it.
Certainly a few Ackers that are going to be.
I'll tell you what, Robson's going to be fun if this carries on like that. It does. He's coming on to give us his view of the Jags at half time, and it's only 3-0.
4th and 2. Do not. If the Browns bring the house, this is going to be so easy to pick up, to easy get a touchdown.
He caught it. No, he caught it.
Touchdown.
What?
Cowboys.
Cooper.
Cooper Cup.
No, I don't.
Wow.
I'm delighted that shot. I'm just delighted.
It's not CD Lamb.
I just like Schultz all Lamb did not get the touchdown on that one.
To be fair, that did look like a pick all day long. Look, that's terrible.
It was oh, wow.
He's got to pick it.
I just want to see the reaction live on air.
Don't worry, Ivan, I'll punch him tomorrow. But yeah, that looked like it was picked. That was on the money, that throw, unfortunately. He's going to go on the sideline now, Dak, and have some more Oikos yogurt or whatever it is he promotes. That's a sleep easy bed now.
That is not good.
Oh, fumble. Oh, Texans game. Big fumble.
They'll pass. Well, it may do. Well done, Teddy. Really well.
What a run.
Teddy with the legs.
Teddy with the legs.
I like Bridgewater. It's a shame that he's obviously had injuries and stuff.
Wow.
He is a good QB. He just was very unfortunate with a lot of injuries down the stretch, really.
Saints defense had a sack.
Look out for this Vikings forcing a fumble on a punt return.
So I just had to step away for a minute there. Can someone tell me what happened in the Cleveland game?
The old ones are the best ones, aren't they, Ivan? That's a point, Pete. Talking obviously Man United Spurs. Have you sent Mikey a WhatsApp about the old usual? My internet broke, and can you tell me the Man United score?
No, I haven't, mate. No. Show me the money, Ivan. Show me the money.
Yeah, it's a long way to go yet.
I like to set myself up for epic falls, mate.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell.
Right out.
Oh. Have you heard from Kale, Nick? Because I know you travelled down, didn't he, today?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard from him, mate.
Now the projection says you're beating me by just over a point. Still got Alvin Kamara and Chris Carson's on the field, so that's feeling.
Harrison, would you be more concerned if Trubisky was starting tonight rather than Foles?
Yeah.
You think Foles is the man at the Bears now, mate? Do you?
I don't know. I said when I came on the show last time that one of the games I was
Darren just got beat. God has got.
I mean, their defensive coordinator is Chuck McGarn. So hopefully we can work him out a bit, and we've got a bit in the bank. But they are 3-0 at the end of the day. As lucky as they are.
Yeah, they are. To me, it just sort of seemed to be that the fact that they just literally wanted any excuse to bring in Foles. They couldn't admit at the beginning of the season they've spent a lot of money on Trubisky. They had to keep him playing, but they were waiting for their first opportunity that they could to bring Foles in, because I think they always wanted him to be their QB1, but they just couldn't admit defeat with Trubisky there. And like the first opportunity they got, they ditched the kid. You got to feel a little bit sorry for him, really. But
he's not played bad. That's the thing. I was looking.
What team? Like I say, what team where you're 2-1? All right, you lose to the Falcons that have got an amazing offense and everything. You don't drop your QB. That to me just stinks that they never ever wanted him in, and they just at the first opportunity they brought Foles in. It's a bit sly.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game. Two really close teams in the sense that there's a big rivalry between Chicago and Indy.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And the reason we'll win is a player no one's talking about is Rigoberto Sanchez, who I think has had like so many consecutive punts that have landed within the 10-yard line.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I think the last time I watched the Colts versus the Bears was in a Super Bowl in Miami in the pouring down rain.
Yeah.
And if I remember rightly, I think it was like a kickoff return straight away in for a TD.
Yeah.
I think you boys won that one against the Bears, mate, didn't you? If I remember rightly.
Prince at halftime singing "Purple Rain."
Purple Rain in the pouring rain, mate. Yeah, that was mental.
But that's we was a different team back then. We was Peyton Manning and all.
Yeah, man. That was a Dallas Clark Saturday. Adai. Was it Saturday at centre? Yeah, that was a team, man, wasn't it?
I like where the Colts are going at the minute, especially with Rivers.
Yeah, you're happy with what they're doing?
Not as long term, obviously. You want to see Jacob Eason use his arm strength to come in, but as a sort of a stopgap QB, you can't ask for anyone with more experience than Rivers, really, can you?
No, it's true. I think obviously that that first game that the Colts played, it was always going to take a little while to get going. I know there's a lot of people that were quite big on the Colts, and I think they'll still be okay for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a slip up. No preseason, we wasn't ready, and the Jags took advantage.
Yeah,
Chubb looks injured.
So the best way for the Browns to win games is to keep Mayfield from throwing it too often. I think we all knew that already, Ross. Come on the show, mate. Whenever you're ready, come and join us for a bit of banter, mate.
Eckler injured. Oh dear. Who's got Eckler?
Injury at the Chargers.
Oh, he's hopping before he even goes down there. That's a hamstring.
Yeah, Eckler.
Man, there's been some serious injuries this year, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's big time players, isn't it?
Lewis has got a good opportunity now to poach it, to poach this win. Wow. We're about to see if I put response back from me and going, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and this is where I'm now going to regret not playing Kelly.
Oh. So, Carl, what's the update anyway on the Patriots-Chiefs game? When's it happening? Do we know yet?
It's apparently happening Monday Night Football now. As long as the tests come back negative.
I think they have.
Sunday night. Sunday night. If it comes back negative, then the game will go ahead, but New England will be flying in the morning to play the game.
Right, okay.
So literally no much time. But put it this way, we either play Jared Stidham and we're fucked, or we play Brian Hoyer and we're fucked. So
that's very true. Right, got a special guest joining us, fellas. I want you to give a big warm welcome to our friend Rachel. It's a big night for her. How you doing?
Hi, everyone.
Nice for you to join us.
Thank you. No, nice to be invited.
All of a sudden, the room looks a little prettier, I have to say.
Yeah, I know. I just switched my camera back on.
Yeah.
You've seen where my face is on the screen.
You're having a good weekend now, Rach, aren't you? Obviously, the Leeds Rhinos, absolutely.
Yeah, smashed it last night.
Sunglasses are off now, then you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling better at all. No, not at all. I've only just come round, but remember, I was never drinking again. So yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we like that.
But your mum is looking at you with even more disgust right now.
She's downstairs, so no, I'm not giving her the opportunity. What is going on? Because I'm really just sort of joy.
Big injury. Nick Chubb has gone down.
You're not watching the Liverpool game?
Probably later on, yeah.
Of course, yeah, it's 7:30, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so it gives me a chance to catch up on this a bit first. But yeah.
Indeed, excellent stuff. Are you watching Red Zone or are you watching the same game?
Zone. Yeah.
Must be quite nice for you to sort of not have to put up with watching it.
Yeah. It's really nice, everyone going through it. It's just me chilling.
Well, who's gone down there?
That'll be Nick Chubb.
Oh, hold on a minute. I've just got to... Ivan. Tell me, Ivan, what's happening at the Cleveland game, buddy?
Well, Chubb, totally accidental, got hit by one of the opposing players but he's walked off the pitch, so hopefully he'll come back again.
Mate, yeah.
As
much as we like a bit of banter, mate, I don't want to see your players going down, so that sucks.
No, you don't want to see it any team, really.
No, of course I don't.
Especially someone like Chubb, who's such a nice guy as well.
Fingers crossed he comes back in the game, bro.
Well, he's walked off the pitch, so hopefully he'll be back.
Nice one. What else we got? Let's have a check in on the scores. Let's see what's going on. So, still got the Chargers beating the Bucks. Oh, I must have missed a Jags touchdown. Is that why all of a sudden you came on, Rach? Because all of a sudden Minshew was sort of like throwing the tash and it's like, now's time to come on.
That were it. You're not supposed to tell everyone though.
You don't make it a secret.
I don't actually. Yeah.
We've got the Vikings are up by 10. Seahawks, Browns.
Texans are letting me down. The Bucks
Washington's still hanging in there.
Bengals are letting me down. The Saints are letting me down.
Your Acker's not going well.
There we go.
Here's the thing: wins become losses in the fourth quarter. Losses become
In
wins
the
fourth
witching
quarter.
hour.
In the witching hour.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I especially don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Fourth quarters of games kind of end me.
Oh,
Did no one else see that NFL meme that went out earlier that we are now in the final quarter of 2020 and everyone hopes we're playing the Falcons?
Yeah, I got tagged in that about 70 times. Like, wow.
Cheap shots.
That's my meme of the day.
There's always a team that just always makes you feel so much better that you can just take the piss out of when it's not yours.
Anyway, guys, nice seeing you.
We promise that's the last Falcons joke we play on this. Fine.
You can't make that promise.
The Washington football team. Nope, no good. Did you stroink it?
Oh, yeah, stronked it.
Scott, how you doing, bro?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Scott, you look like you're in the most comfortable sofa out of everybody there, mate. You got the American lazy boy, haven't you?
Yep, I sure do, buddy. You got it.
No, mate, there's me in my garden chair because I haven't actually got one for my desk yet, and there's you in the lazy boy.
Yep.
So, man, I've got to move to America.
1.9.
They don't sell lazy boys over there in England?
Johnson.
To be fair, I mean, they probably do have lazy boys over here, but our homes and apartments are so small. If we had a lazy boy in it, then we wouldn't be able to walk around our front room. So
there you go. There you go.
So obviously, the news coming out of our show with Cam coming down with COVID has basically put a absolute dampener on your game, mate.
Yeah, though, I guess talk about playing it tomorrow. So
yes,
I'm just watching some fantasy guys today. It's kind of nice. It frees my day up to get some other stuff done, and I can watch the game tomorrow night after work.
Sweet. Nick, you kick on, buddy, while I go and get a beer.
No worries. Blimey, you are going to be slurring in about
Nick Chubb's return is questionable.
Ankle injury.
Ankle. How you doing, Scott? You all right?
I'm doing good, Nick. How are you doing?
Wow,
yeah,
well done.
Pretty cool.
That's...
Are you watching any of the early games?
Go back to the line of scrimmage.
I was watching a little bit of the Browns game here a few minutes ago when I was upstairs, but my game obviously getting played tomorrow night, so I'm just keeping an eye on some fantasy players and taking it easy, man.
Yeah, because of course you'll be facing Brian Hoyer, so I bet you're quaking in your boots, aren't you? Having to face him as the QB.
No, yeah, the worry factor went down quite a bit. So, but it's still unfortunate. You hate to see anybody get sick or injured, and so yeah, that's really too bad for those guys.
Cleveland are driving now inside the 10. Nice throw from Baker.
Jarvis Landry is still on waivers.
Yeah, he is.
I'm surprised by that because he's meant to be the wide receiver 2 for Cleveland, and he's just not been producing.
Dude, this Dallas secondary is suspect, so really Baker should have a day today, I would think.
That should have been a touchdown for back in that. It was wide open.
Come on.
Touchdown, OBJ. Touchdown.
There you go.
Who scored?
OBJ.
Did I see something about Nick Chubb got hurt?
Yeah. Injury.
Yeah, his ankle and his return is questionable. A bit like Pete, I might kick him off the stream and just block him, and then he won't be able to come back in when he gets back.
That's more than enough for you to become a lol cow. Well, they won 5 Super Bowls. You can't go that way.
So is everybody on here over there? Are y'all in England?
Kamara's finally got a big yardage, and he's in the red zone. 17.
Yeah, we're all in England, Scott. Yeah, you're the lone American at the moment, but I think some more will be joining shortly.
Looks like it's all good with Chris.
Is Jackson doing what Jackson does?
Hail to the Washington football team.
What is that tackle? That's a whiff tackle if I've ever seen one.
Whoop.
I don't know. It can't.
Bang!
It can't have been as bad as the Broncos tackling the other night. That was
literally spine busted the guy, didn't he?
Oh no! When Darnold ran his 40-yard touchdown.
That was pathetic tackling.
It was just awful.
We thought the Texas tackling on Mahomes in the freaking divisional round was freaking bad. That was disastrous. Kenny Drake on the field, 160.
Yeah, they just picked it up. It was interception for the Cardinals.
I think Joe Burrow is going to do well at Cincinnati, but they need to stick an O-line in front of him and make sure they protect him, because otherwise they're going to kill him within a couple of years.
Yeah, they need to go heavy on O-line in the draft.
He's going to be lucky to last 2 years at this rate.
No, he's not got more than David Johnson. Uh-oh.
14-all now, Pete, in the Cleveland game.
Injury timeout in the Saints game.
Yeah, who is that damn foot Saints?
Didn't see it.
I better not be Kamara. I better not be Kamara.
I hate wishing ill on players, but for the sake of our fantasy match,
yeah, everyone's fantasy going to be
Kamara.
Ass. That's all I got to say to that.
I don't know if anybody has anybody brought this up, but has anyone seen this?
Yeah, it might not be Kamara. David Johnson on the field. Will Fuller's on the field. Miami must be on.
See, Rach, this is where your weekend starts going backwards. Look, already bad news on the Falcons.
Month.
Yeah.
Hamstring injury for Eckler. That's probably a month out.
Just enjoy the weekend as best you can.
I think we'll just pretend it doesn't happen from now. Like, we'll just say that yesterday was great, and then whatever happens now.
Picked off.
Oh, he picked it off.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
I'm guessing the game at Wembley won't have fans in, though, Rach.
No, it doesn't look like it. I think they were planning on 20,000.
Fuck's sake, Watson! What are you doing?
I don't think so.
Sucks.
So we got a Falcons fan.
Yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. Yeah.
Let's go around the horn, Scott. So we've got Rachel. She's a massive Falcons fan. All right, and saying you since you're 13 years old.
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
So it's like 7 years. Rachel's been a Falcons fan.
Just a year. I'm only 14.
That's great.
Ivan looks like he's been a Cleveland Browns fan for about 70 years. Bless him.
My condolences.
That's it. You can tell the look.
Yeah, Simon in the middle. He is the star of the show on the UK Steelers podcast. He's the main man over in the UK for the Steelers. So that's Simon in the middle. Harrison is the UK representative for the Colts on the right-hand side there. And Carl and Steve look like we've sort of dragged these boys off the streets. You know, we don't know where we found these fellas from, but we've got Raiders and Pats up in the top corner. Fellas, give us a shout out to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's 2 feet in bounds. It's his channel, and basically Some stuff. It's basically just banter.
It's just banter and a lot of shit posting, really.
You didn't tell me there was gonna be Raiders fans in here, Pete.
Sorry, man.
Neither did we.
You don't need to worry about anybody this year, man. Look, you're sitting there in your lazy boy with a smug face supporting Kansas City. Just look at you got a cigar on already. It's like you've already won the Super Bowl sitting there.
I've had my years of pain. So
yeah, fair play.
And I haven't.
I have a friend that's a Browns fan, and he used to say that we're the two most disappointed fan bases in football.
Ooh.
And then we won the Super Bowl, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'm all on my own now." But, hey, I got to give it to Browns fans. If you root for the team, I mean, that's a real fan. Those are real fans right there for sure.
If there's one thing I can say out of all the games at the London, the Chargers and the Browns fans that come over, they are easily the best fans that I've had fun with for sure.
Browns pick it up.
I need a check
Garrett.
in the scores. What we got? Man, Panthers up on the Chargers.
You know what? Will's actually all right. Will's actually doing all right at running back, even if Edgar does go down next week.
Oh, wow, it's actually not too bad, to be honest.
He's looking in pretty good shape.
Oh,
That's all right.
I'm proper jealous of them blue jerseys for the Chargers. They are class.
Yeah, they are nice.
That hit on Herbert, that is straight out of the Greg Williams playbook.
Scott, what you been up to the weekend, mate?
Prescott's fumbled the ball. Browns have got the ball.
Not much.
No. I kind of forget that it's nice and early over where you are. What are you doing? Just watching the early game and then spending some time with the family tonight?
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much it. You got it.
That sounded so good.
I went and scouted out some deer hunting spots yesterday, and then just hanging out today. So
scouting out some deer hunting spots, eh? Wow.
Us Americans, you know how we are at guns and our hunting.
Look at him, look, seriously, look, he's out hunting, sitting on his lazy boy chair with a cigar on, already won the Super Bowl. I mean, does this life get any better for this guy?
Oh, he's giving it to Drake. Nope.
My buddy up in Pennsylvania keeps saying I've got to go and see him and do some hunting as well, but
yeah,
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Not for me.
Not your cup of tea.
I went shooting in a gun range at Vegas a couple of years ago, and
Kareem Hunt
made that look so shit out of me. Yes, not for me. I couldn't shoot a poor little innocent animal just for fun. It's not me.
You have to launch it away. Oh, Washington's in the red zone.
Come on, the Skins.
So what part of
that wasn't the slur I just heard there.
I'm never going to be able to call them a Washington football team.
It's just a football team.
Go on, Hunt.
Just a football team.
Right, he's in. He's in. No, down at the one. He's down at the one.
I've got Kareem Hunt.
No, I don't think Washington got him.
Get your money ready, Pete.
Man, if Dallas don't win, I'm going to be getting a little small mortgage.
One for Arizona. Ah, shit! This is Drake's touchdown. This is Drake's touchdown.
Ivan, I've let you have it all the game so far, so I'm going to put it on you just so you can celebrate the touchdown in style.
Come on. Super. Yes,
come on, mate.
Son.
No.
Classic Browns play.
Ivan, that's the first time I've seen you smile all night.
Browns
this game's going to go right to the wire, I think.
Breaking news.
I think my laptop battery is about to die. So if I disappear, you know why.
I'm really concerned about this getting a red scoreline. This is not good.
Right, guys,
He's
I'm
not
gonna have
giving
to
it to
dart,
him.
but I might be back
Great
on
slandered.
later
Yeah, feel free to. We're going to be here till 9:30, so feel free to come back on later on.
on. Hopefully so.
And the
Have a good
Washington
night.
football team have got a
Have fun.
touchdown.
Hope Liverpool
Bye.
lose.
See you,
Sorry.
Rachel. Bye.
See you
Bye.
later. See you later.
Yeah,
Antonio
it's
gets
a
on the
football
touchdown.
team.
So did I hear someone say Hunt?
The football team have scored a touchdown.
I'm coming back later, okay, folks, as well. See you in
All
a
right,
bit.
Ivan. Take care,
See you in a
bro.
bit.
Nick, you enjoying the game so far?
Yeah, it's been a good game. Baker's actually throwing passes. It's good. I enjoyed it. It's a good game so far.
think
It's
Saints
always
had an
nice to see Miles Garrett sack Dak Prescott. That was nice.
Yeah, I think the Saints just had an interception.
Don't think I've
Another
actually
one.
seen any football yet. Sucks. I mean, I'm never doing this again because I'm actually getting no football coverage at all.
Are the Niners the late game today, Nick?
Throw it
Yeah,
away.
well-
Throw it away. You idiot.
1:20 a.m.
Oh, what?
Oh,
He caught it.
he caught it. Okay. All right. My bad. Kieran's just put, well, I fucked up.
Jesse James. Jesse James caught it, by the way.
Oh, that got picked.
No,
Jesse James, there's a name. He has no idea of the rules of the game when it comes to stretching with the ball into the end zone.
He was clearly in possession of that
That's
ball.
one of the dumbest rules in all of sports.
Right now, CeeDee Lamb, technically, CeeDee Lamb is actually kept. Oh! Oops.
You know, that really annoys you, Simon, doesn't it, when you see a tight end like that at another team doing stuff? I actually had no problem with Jesse James at all, to be
Jesse
fair.
James is great. I like Jesse
Yeah.
James. It's like a kind of a work caught, like a, he's like a league average player, right? But you like him because he's a working, just
Yeah. He was a
useful
beast.
guy.
He was a big dude. He was
I think
a big target.
Coming after Heath Mill is a tough spot to be in.
Heath.
Today's offense is really struggling right here. This is a bit worrying.
That's all right. You've still got old brick hands Vance McDonald over at your lot that we let go because he's absolute dog shit. So yeah, you carry on with him.
Still one of the best handoffs in the face I've ever seen.
Yeah, he
When-
uses those
against
brick hands
Tampa.
on his faces. Yeah.
Yeah, that play against Tampa will never be forgotten.
We got Ebron for catching passes now. See what the
Like
Colts think of that.
So, like we said earlier on, mate, it's still a work in progress. All we got to do is keep winning them games.
I would say
Go into the postseason on fire. Everybody on fire.
Pete, you're obviously getting more and more delusional and drunk as the day goes on because there is no way you'll go.
Mate, these Morettis are going down nicely tonight.
I look forward to getting spanked in the playoffs by the Chiefs.
I said to Kieran,
I don't know.
You won't go to the playoffs.
I look forward to getting spanked in the playoffs by the Chiefs.
D-Hop is someone.
I don't know about the Chiefs. The Chiefs are all of a sudden going to have 3 games in the space of about, 10 days, is it, Scott?
Yeah, 11 days.
Yeah, that's what I can't see them doing that. I'd almost think they'll move the Bills game to the weekend or something if that's the case. I don't.
Oh, Lewis had shot.
I mean, that's going to be a tough shout, calling the Bills-Chiefs game, because the Bills are freaking legit this year.
Oh, no.
The defense have just made Elliott fumble, I think. Oh, he's down. No, he's not down. Rip the ball out. Yeah, Dallas just lost the ball again.
But seriously, though, Si, you look at the schedule, right? Eagles is going to put us 4-0. Then we got the Browns. Is it at our place or is it at their place?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not that far ahead.
But to be fair, either way, we beat the Browns. Then, am I right in thinking? Then we've got the Titans game and then the Ravens.
Ravens, yeah.
So all of a sudden, before we had. Because I think we had the bye and then we had the Cowboys. So now we're going to have the Ravens before the Cowgirls. That's the schedule looked so nice with the Titans this week. Then the Eagles, Browns.
This is where we were going to get lulled into a false insecurity a little bit.
Yeah.
Pete's always in a false sense of security.
What's happened to Zeke this year? I mean, come on, dude.
Cleveland is starting to run all over Dallas now as well.
Yeah.
And that's without Chubb.
It must be.
Is he still not in the game?
Kareem Hunt's better than Nick Chubb, I think. I mean, he's just as good as.
Is that your KC bias coming out there, Scott?
I mean,
but to be fair, you are right.
So far,
when you're looking at the numbers,
Fuller's had 180.
He's just as good of a rusher, and he's a better pass catcher. So
that's kind of
that's not Nick Chubb. Disrespect him at all, but
it's all good so far.
People forget Kareem Hunt was great, man. I mean, I feel like he just kind of, he was cut by the Chiefs for obvious reasons. Then he slips to the Browns, and people just kind of forget about him as a backup. But the dude's legit.
Yeah, I mean, he led the league in rushing, which is his first year as a rookie.
That's the thing as well with the NFL that is kind of like double standards a lot. Obviously, we all know why he was cut by the Chiefs for obvious reasons, and then he then gets picked up by another team, and it's a business, right? And he really shouldn't be in the league because of what happened. But look at who was that guy that got cut by the Ravens for
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice. He never played another snap, did he? And he was a great player, probably at the peak of his powers. But it is sometimes it's just such double standards in this league that you do something, and it was obvious that Kareem Hunt, if he was cleared to play, was going to play. There's no way that a player like that was going to be bombed out of the league. So it is kind of weird.
Yeah. What difference does it make if he's playing for the Browns or the Chiefs? That's the silliness of it, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Mate,
what was the thing?
League sucks.
Told you, mate. Come to Papa, another £10, Pete.
Well, no, I don't give a shit. I'm just worried about the fact that when we get to play him, that we're going to absolutely fucking tear him a new one.
Tear him a new one. What? Big Ben, mobile Big Ben running around and getting 1 yard rushing or something. Yeah, that's really going to terrify him.
I'll tell you what, mate. Big Ben is getting some serious rushing yards. Every time he sort of picks up with the ball, I'm like, no, it's like slow motion. So we're like watching him run. It's like, don't hit Ben, no.
No.
The thing is, when Big Ben runs, people in Pittsburgh think there's an earthquake.
Seriously, when Big Ben runs, it's like watching Vince Vilforth sort of run down the field. That is what it's like.
It's like when Eddie Lacy used to play.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, how the hell did he last that long in the league?
He was good.
Mate, the fucking Browns are doing Dallas. They're gonna fucking punch this one in as well.
Yeah, they just have.
Come on, Kareem.
Down, Browns.
Kareem
Hunt. Browns. Fuck you, Browns.
Who scored that touchdown for the Browns?
Hunt.
Oh,
Kareem Hunt.
This is embarrassing.
Fuck's sake.
Just delete the NFC.
Don't worry, man. This is what the Cowboys do.
They're just setting the comeback up, aren't they, Scott? That's right. They're waiting.
Taysom Hill's in motion.
I think me picking the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl was one of the worst takes I could have possibly made just prior to the season.
So you didn't? So I think you did actually, didn't you? I remember listening to that.
I think I got caught up in the Cowboys like 2 weeks before the season.
Yeah.
Has there been any update on the Nick Chubb injury? Have they said anything?
Sure about that one.
Just questionable.
No, it's just still questionable. Nothing else has. Obviously, I've got the sound down here, but there's been nothing else come up on it. It just said that it was injured. But that's a great play to strip Elliott. Great play. He fell on the tackler fell over. He sat on the tackler and they ripped the ball out. So of course it's a fumble because he didn't actually physically touch.
He's in. He's got to go in. He's got to be in. Yeah, he is.
Oh, what a run.
Tackling for
Calvin cut down.
Oh, you look at that. You look at that fucking handoff that he just gave. The defense have got to do better than that. That is so poor.
They've got to do a much better job than that.
Sorry, guys, who are you talking about?
The Delvin Cook touchdown. The Texans defense just, he just got a hand in his face. It's just so poor. They've got to take the guy down.
They must be poor if that shitty Minnesota team is winning. The Texans have got to be poor.
Is that DPI or what's that? Unnecessary roughness.
Still weird seeing Greg Olsen on a Seattle jersey just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Holding on offense. 4th down.
What's the latest scores, Pete? Do you want to bring them up?
Let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look. So, Lions 14, Saints 21. We've got the Chargers up 21-7 against the Bucks, which, to be fair, is probably, you've got to say, is probably a bit of a shock at the minute. Jags 10, Bengals 3, Vikings 17, Texans 3. Perhaps the Steelers win against the Texans, possibly not as good as what we sort of first thought if the Vikings are smashing them up. Seahawks 10-6 against the Dolphins, although they're in the red zone, and Russell Wilson on 4th and 3. Let's see what's going to happen on the Seattle game. He's sacked, so that is going to remain.
He's tried to throw it.
Cowboys, Browns.
Gone on 4th and the Seahawks went on 4th and 3.
And 4th and 3, and Wilson got absolutely.
The Ravens looking to come back.
How's Fitzmagic doing? Is he airing it out?
Well, mate, I don't know. I'm guessing they've had a couple of field goals and that's it, mate. So I think I'll be sending Jason my bank
over 300 yards and then.
It's 303 TDs, mate. He's got to get the 3 TDs.
Yeah, that's fine. It's plenty of time.
Let's have a look. Let's see what he's doing.
Fake punt and they throw it.
Oh no.
To be fair, Fitzmagic's got 125 yards, but no TDs so far. So
looks like you could actually win a bet this week, but there's no way that the Browns are going to lose this game, surely.
Yeah, I think the Browns are a lot stronger than the Falcons. That's for sure.
That's what I was about to say. That's what the Falcons thought too.
Yeah,
took a timeout.
Yeah, the Falcons are just a train wreck at the moment. It's really strange.
It's done nothing, no. We got to measure as well. Mixon was a top 10 pick in fantasy, and now he's just playing like absolute utter dog shit.
Has anybody seen how Joe Burrow's playing? Is he doing all right?
Burrow's playing pretty well.
Considering he has barely got an offensive line in front of him, he is actually doing pretty decent.
It's just like a rerun of Andy Dalton, though, isn't it? They're just not going to give him any weapons, not going to give him any protection, and just ruin his career.
And eventually he'll end up backing somebody up.
Okay, fellas, I'm going to jump off for a bit. I might pop back in.
All right, Scott. We'll catch you later, bro.
Enjoy your games. Take care.
Yeah, take
Take
care,
it
man.
easy, Scott. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Later.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews touchdown for the Ravens.
Fucking ratbirds, man. Fake punt antics against the football team.
Yeah.
I really wasn't expecting anything other than a big Ravens win against Washington. So.
No. It would have been nice for, that would have been an early Christmas present, right?
For sure.
Ronald Jones just had a big game.
Oh, yeah.
750 now on.
I gotta say, Washington's never looked smarter, I don't think, than the rebrand. I think just keep it as football team.
I think they will. I mean, what was it? That realtor ended up sort of pretty much taking every single name that he could anyway. So they're going to have to pay big money to get whatever brand that they want. So I do feel that they will probably remain Washington football team.
I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty smart.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like that they have to call it like Eagles v football team. I think that's a bit silly.
You got to feel a little bit sorry for Ron Rivera this season, though. I mean,
yeah, definitely. He's got a tough task ahead of him.
Because I'm right in thinking as well, Chase Young went down last week as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but he should be fit to go for next week.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
which doesn't really help the fact you're playing the Ravens this week. You needed him more than anything. So,
has anybody seen anything of that game at all? How's Haskins doing? Is he still sucking?
Yeah. What I've seen on Red Zone.
Snap to Burrow. Looks right.
Oh, should have been Hash.
Oh,
Did he overthrow it, or did Sample not quite get up there in time?
bit of an overthrow, I reckon.
Yeah.
Man, you should have seen my missus' face when she walked in this room earlier on. She's like, "What the fuck have you done to our spare room?" So what are you talking about? It's going to remain like this for the rest of the season.
Oh no.
You've made it look like a toilet, is what
Shut
you made
up.
it look like.
Shut up. Piss off.
Being an absolute twat.
Half of these jerseys are what you bought me.
Bitch!
Oh, what a hit at the end.
Oh, is that Joe Mixon with a touchdown?
Joe Mixon with a fucking touchdown, yeah.
Just to add a little bit of character to the story.
Amazing. That dude's got his chainsaw hard hat and visor on in the stand. That's class.
I love the Bungles fans. Like,
To add a bit of character to that, I drafted Joe Mixon in the second round.
Did you guys see on Twitter the dude at the Georgia game yesterday, which he had like a plastic dog collar on, that sort of like they have when they have fleas to stop them scratching themselves? It was brilliant. It was like this plastic cone around his head to watch a Georgia game. It was class.
I wish I put Mixon in there. Fuck. That's all I gotta say to that.
Guys, honestly, I listen to you boys talking fantasy. Fantasy ruins football. Do you know that? It ruins soccer. It ruins soccer for me, and it ruins football. You can't watch the game in the same way when you play fantasy. It ruins sport. I'm telling you now.
Spicy.
Freddie Harper Davis with a Pittsburgh Steelers top on. There he is.
We're now 50% Steelers.
Oh, loving this. This is normally the 50% Niners show, and now it's the Steelers show.
What's this?
Granddad, have some of that.
All I can
Good to have you on the
see
show, mate.
is your room looking like a toilet, and now we've got another bloody Steelers fan. That's 3 of them. That's terrible.
We're repping. You know what? I might even wear the same hat that Simon's got on.
Hey, look at that.
Looking good.
Have a quick.
Looking nice.
Quick change.
He's nailed it.
I'm not going to
Why
change the jersey.
aren't you twirling your tea towel around? Just to add to looking like a complete dick.
Select a hat from the wall.
That's an ejection.
Yeah, Albert, that's an ejection by Smith.
Ooh, nasty.
Oh, that's head to head. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, he's ejected.
Freddie, introduce yourself, mate.
Hiya, I run a Facebook group called NFL UK Fans Group, and as you can see,
a good man. All right, okay, Freddie, nice to meet you, I didn't realise. Good man, and you're a Steelers fan as well.
And I'm a Steelers fan. Yeah.
Oh man, no wonder we get on so well. Now I realise why me and you are friends.
Absolutely.
Sucks that we're not playing this week. Me and Simon were staying earlier on. The Titans were there for the taking this weekend.
They were. Well, they certainly were with all the players that are out.
Yeah, indeed.
I was going to say, if that Titans game would have gone ahead, they'd have had no players, they'd have had no coaches.
And knowing us, we'd still have only won by 6 points.
Yeah,
well,
Nick,
exactly.
Nick, tell me this though, Nick. Your team had about 20 fucking players injured, and you don't get to play. The Titans have 9 people on their list for COVID, and they get to fucking wait for about 3 weeks before they get to play the Steelers. How is that fair?
Because most of ours were on injured reserve and not COVID related.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, but it doesn't. What does it matter?
You cannot play. Yeah, because all of the other players might have become infected, so you can't take that risk.
I'm sure this has been covered already. But how bad are the Cowboys' defense?
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's come up. It's come up a couple of times already. Yeah,
I thought I might be mentioned, but my word, they are shocking.
Yeah. On a day where I really don't want the Cowboys defense to be shocking because it's going to cost me a fucking fortune. In the same way, Simon, that you thought Dallas would go into the Super Bowl, I thought they were going to be massive winners against the Browns, and I'm going to end up with huge egg on my face today.
Yeah. People are sleeping on the Browns a little bit, I'm afraid.
The other team that people are sleeping on are the Panthers.
Yeah,
I've seen the Panthers in the bottom 5 of most so-called superstar pundits' predictions this year, and they're nothing like a bottom 5 team.
You know what, Freddie? It's good to have you on the show because it seems like someone's coming on talking a bit of sense. So good to have you on the show.
Well, I see we've got a Niners fan in here, so I was thinking there wasn't going to be much sense being spoken.
Freddie, you need to be part of the Shank Club. You can take over the show, man. We'll get rid of Nick. Me and you can come on here. We don't want any Niners on here anymore.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it must be tough being Steelers fans and having all that.
Let me guess. You're gonna let me guess. You're gonna bring up Hypno or rape charges or something because that's all you've got when it comes to slagging off Niners.
No, slagging.
You had a wide receiver in Antonio Brown that made Ricky Henderson look modest.
Oh no, you can't. He doesn't exist anymore because he left. He left
Antonio
the
Brown.
beloved. You know, Pete. I thought Pete was going to commit suicide when Le'Veon Bell and he left.
Yeah, talk about hope.
In hindsight,
to the Raiders, and suddenly we've got a tier 1 receiver who just turned out to be a fucking better.
Pretty much.
The Steelers are notorious for sending their rejects to the Raiders for decent picks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you look at what's happened. I mean, you look at 84 above me. You look at 26 on me. If we had the 3 Bs this season, I mean, fucking hell. Oh, jeez.
But then again, if you look at, we lost Brown and Bell, but we've replaced them with the likes of Deontay Johnson, James Washington, Chase Claypool's come in.
Chase Claypool is a guy that I'm really hot on. I really like him as a receiver.
I like Chase as a guy. I mean, from what I've seen of him since he's come to the club, I like Chase as a guy. He is a guy that I have instantly clicked with, and I just hope he stays at the Steelers. I've got a lot of love for the guy. He seems a real cool dude. I love the guy a lot.
He had a really good season for, I think it was Notre Dame. I think it was he played for.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I just like what he's doing there. I mean, he plays with a smile on his face. He loves being at the Steelers.
I thought the really notable one was when the media spoke to him. They talked about him after he made that huge catch. Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah,
yeah, it's against the Broncos.
Yeah, and the media sort of got hold of him, and he just kind of went, they're not asking me to do a lot. Making a play every now and again is pretty much all I can do for him. Yeah. And I thought it was just a really nice sort of like modest sort of response to his first NFL touchdown. That goes for 84 yards.
Yeah. Cy and Freddie, I don't know if you feel the same as me, but obviously when the ball got knocked out of his hand on the 2-yard line and it could have gone out the end zone, that was a little bit of a wake up call. It's like you've got to be switched on the whole time. You've got away with this one. Keep your mind in the game because you can't be doing that. And you could tell it's a young guy. He got away with one, but hopefully he can see that and think, I've got to be switched on all the time because I can't. If that had gone out the back of the end zone, that could have been a different ball game.
Yeah, that was a scary moment.
Yeah,
really well. Despite that, he plays for the Jacks.
Right, you boys kick on. I'm going to get another beer. It's my round. Who wants a drink at the bar?
You've got another one?
I can stretch to one more.
Stretch to one more. Where's the second?
You'll never see Nick going to the bar. Don't worry about that.
The Jacksonville Minshews.
I don't need to because all the money that you have to keep giving me on bets, you're paying for the drinks all night anyway. So
the guy should be on the cover of Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Someone needs to remake Dazed and Confused with God Minshew playing that one.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's a shocking throw from Lamar.
He's getting picked off.
Running back. Running back.
That was a bad throw.
Are they still leading the Ravens, or are they?
Yeah, 21-7.
All right. Okay.
Dogs have
Can't
got
see him losing from that position.
No.
If it was the other way around, you can't really see him coming back because he obviously is more of a runner than he is a passer.
Tight end, mate. As I said for fantasy, the tight end situation in fantasy, it's either you have a good tight end, they do well, or they do shit. You could have Travis Kelce or George Kittle or even Mark Andrews for that, but you are so reliant on that.
The one reliable one at the moment seems to be Noah Fant, but then even he's gone down injured this week. So
I was going to say,
I did hear the brief discussion about how pointless fantasy was before I came in, and I can't say too much because I'm in quite a lot of leagues. So
well, we're in one, and our matchup is now.
I know Pete doesn't. I mean, I've never tried it, and to me, I mean, I haven't got enough time to do that. It takes enough time to do the pick'em league without having to do, fantasy and see who's doing this and doing that. So I tend to not sort of bother with it.
And anyone who picked Traquan Smith up this week's got an absolute bargain.
I don't think anyone did.
I don't think no one has.
I picked him up in a few, so I was quite lucky. Mainly because I had a million Steelers players in my teams.
I've been doing it for a few years. We've been in one that's been running for the last 3.
Yeah.
It's only a 10-man, just a group of mates, 10-man league. It's the only one we're doing. But yeah, I think my first or second year ever playing fantasy, I fell into the trap of, and we actually had some decent Raiders players, and I was like, yeah, I'll take them, and I'll take them.
Yeah.
Stopped.
Yeah, it went to pieces.
Browns are driving again on the Dallas Cowboys.
Raiders players.
Trying to pick a winner of the NFC East is it's well, the Cowboys should win that by default, really, but
I'll put a tenner down for the Washington football team to actually win the division because it's so shit right now.
Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it?
It's a disaster.
Thing is, with Ron Rivera, and obviously I heard you guys touching on it, he has changed a lot
I don't
in that
see
team.
fall off here.
And I think in a couple of years they will be a lot better than they are. But he's really got issues there.
Oh, maybe not.
His cancer and everything else.
Oh, that's home.
So that'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Well, that was it. Shit.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, with Eckler going down, Chubb going down, like today is the day. Today is like fourth string running back day.
We really are getting desperate now.
Mate?
I'm very well, chaps. How you doing? All right?
Yes. Look at you looking all comfy.
Well, I've got long hours, haven't I?
Mark, how you doing, mate? Nice to see another Niner fan in here, and nice to see on your wedding anniversary you're in with the Shank Club.
True love for you, innit? True love.
Mate, your missus, as I said earlier on, Mark, your missus deserves a medal.
Bloody throne, mate.
Hold on a minute, your anniversary and you got a cup of tea? What's going on, mate?
Well, some of us got a 120 game in the morning, mate, to keep going for.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game tonight, I reckon, Mark. I reckon they're gonna put 40 up, especially with Debo back, Kittle back.
I might watch the first half, but that should be quite one-sided.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I bloody hope so.
If not, we're in a lot of trouble.
Exactly. But the mastermind that is Carl Shanahan will absolutely scheme this team up.
It'd be the run game. It'd be a run game tonight. It's simple for Mullins.
Yeah, he scored 7.
I know he only scored 7 last week.
I still think Mullins is going to air it out. I don't think it's going to be run heavy because again, Philly's secondary isn't that great. They got players missing. They got their couple of cornerbacks are out. You know, and what did you think of Kinlaw?
I thought he did all right. He did all right. He did his job, didn't he? And that's all we asked for that kind of game.
Fucking hell, is this turning into fucking Niners bloody TV again? Bloody hell, I've got to
Yes, it
bloody
is.
mute you all.
Shut up. You've had your stupid Steelers chat.
Mate, it's every single week it's talking Niners. It makes a nice refreshing change that we're talking about a decent franchise and a decent team for a change. That's actually relevant.
Well, the Browns are driving at the minute if we want to go back to rubbish franchises.
Wow. Total yards this.
Oh, hold on a minute. We've got a Shank Club NFL inductee. There he is. Jack Whitehall himself. Robson, how you doing, mate?
How you doing, boys? All right.
Mate, I never knew we were going to get Jack Whitehall on the show tonight, fellas. We are blessed.
Where have you got that from? I don't know.
You're right, Tom. We're talking Niners. You'll be absolutely fine.
Robson, how you doing, bro?
Very good, mate. Yourself?
I'm all right, mate. Tell us how your team's doing.
Yeah, so 13-10 up at the half. Should have really scored a touchdown. Very slow to clock it with no timeouts left, and then had to settle for field goal. But I think, to be fair, we're quite lucky because our defense again is proper shaky. I think we conceded, I think 4 penalties for around almost 60 yards, which is like just no good for us. And obviously, CJ Henderson's gone out of the game; he's doubtful to return, so we're kind of stuck with no corners now. So if Boyd and Green and Higgins get going, we're kind of screwed. But,
other than that, though, you're sort of you're scraping. You're doing all right.
It's better than Thursday night, mate. So I'm fairly happy at the minute. So
13-10. Well, it's good to have you on, mate. Like I say,
pleasure as always.
It's always the fact that we can't be in London. I hate to say it today, but today was a typical weather day down in Brighton of what it's like in London, where we're all standing on Wembley Way getting absolutely pissed on, paying 10 quid for a pint of shit Bud Light beer,
that's the
paying 20 quid for a fucking hot dog, which sucks.
There was only Foster's for you, eh?
Oi, Mark. I forgot you were down there in the corner, mate, piping up.
You got Foster's already, have you? Is that
mate, I'm telling you, mate, there's no Foster's when it gets to Wembley or Twickenham or bloody the shit Spurs Stadium.
Oh, it's Budweiser, isn't it? It's Budweiser then.
I'm the Moretti's tonight, mate.
He drinks Bud Light, and it's like an upgrade.
Look, if you ain't coming on the screen, don't talk. All right, come on the screen and talk. Don't fucking hide behind the logo.
Shut up, Foster.
It's non-alcoholic, isn't it? It's a non-alcoholic beer you got there, is it? Just to try and look hard, yeah?
Oh, fucking Bants, mate. Love it.
All right, I got tea. It's fine. I'm looking really hard today. I don't care.
But Robson, otherwise, mate, how have you been keeping? You been doing all right?
Very well, mate. Yeah, apart from the weather and that, yeah, it's been good. It's been all right. Just want some normality to get back into a pub and start screaming around when your team's doing well, really. But you can't even do that now, can you? So.
Wow. Robson, what the hell happened last week against the Dolphins? What the hell was that all about, man? Come on.
Well, what went? Yeah, I think what
you
went
boys
right
killed me,
mate. Yeah, I know. Although I backed the Dolphins to actually win on the
We'll talk about that later, mate. We'll talk about that later. You can't be doing that.
No, honestly, I actually don't get it. To be fair, like, I thought we were going to batter them. To be honest with you, I was so confident, and we just kind of just got.
Everyone got at half time.
The O-line didn't turn up again, but they're doing better this week. Hoping to get the win this week and go into next week with a big game as well. So,
some big games. So. Let's have a look.
I don't think I saw the Browns putting 31 points on Dallas in the first half.
No,
the first half. Gee.
No.
It's going to be a blowout.
Freddie, mate, if I put a bet on a team, I can assure you they will absolutely.
I backed the Lions tonight. I thought the Lions would beat a depleted Saints, and it started well, and then it's gone.
What's going on at Tampa Bay? I mean, all of a sudden, all the pundits are saying, "Oh, Tampa Bay, we told you these guys are going to the Super Bowl." Well,
who's Tampa
doing shit
beaten?
against the Chargers, mate? At the minute,
Who have Tampa
Darling,
beaten? They've beaten the rubbish Broncos team and the Panthers. I mean, they got hammered by the Saints, who've not been that great so far, although they're playing better now. But
So the media darlings, we knew it was going to happen. Anything of Brady, it's media darlings, isn't it? But in a day, they're not as good as we think they are.
No,
When
they're
you
not.
agree
As I said, way back.
Yeah. Did you just see that pass from? Did you just see that pass from Brady? That was an absolute joke. I mean, even Nick, even you could have made that fucking pass that Brady just tried to make. I mean,
that was just on the. That was well. That he dropped it.
I doubt it.
That was right in his hand.
Anyway,
Nick, you could have had your fucking handbag and still thrown that pass, like when you beat me on the very first game at Wembley, and you threw all them passes through the holes when you had a satchel on your shoulder.
The other thing I'm surprised about is how poor the Texans have been.
That's not a bad thing. That's fine.
Robson's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, helps you out, Robson, doesn't it?
I can't stand that franchise, mate. Honestly, it's run like a they're all
Hey,
bad
Nick.
us, mate. You can't have your coach as a GM. I just don't get it.
Sean Watson should have waited to sign that stupid 4-year deal to stay at Houston. After now, he's in a real difficult position now.
I don't know. If I was on the money he was on, I wouldn't really care or anything. That's probably the positive out of it, isn't it?
Nick
To be
Chubb is
honest,
out for the rest of the game.
I don't really want to. I don't want to bring Ivan on the show. To be honest, he's down there in the corner. But I don't really want to bring Ivan on. Come on, go on, Ivan. Come on, mate.
Here we go.
Come on, Ivan. Tell us how it's going, mate. Come on.
It's going very well, Pete. How's your money looking?
Well, wait, it's the first time I've seen your teeth tonight. All of a sudden, that smile's getting bigger and bigger, mate.
It is. It's good. It's good being a Browns fan.
No, it's not good being a Browns fan. I can tell you. You definitely know it's not good being a Browns fan.
Yeah, both unsportsmanlike like conduct.
We get the ball in the second half as well.
Yeah, and it's funny, all of a sudden, sort of Ivan says, yeah, I'm probably not going to be coming back on tonight. And all of a sudden, they put up 31 points and he appears back on. It's like, it's amazing, that, isn't it?
Unnecessary roughness, yeah. However, Jenkins.
No, that's on Evans. That's on Evans.
I don't know what that means, but.
Sorry, Nick, can I just cut in quickly?
Evans was looking for.
Nick, you there, mate, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in.
Did was it you who managed to bag Jack Whitehall on the show tonight? Was that you or me?
No, it was me. I got Jack Whitehall.
You managed to get Jack Whitehall.
I've tried to get Benny Hill on. But he's not. He doesn't. He seems reluctant to come on.
Robson, I hope you're going to throw some gags out there later on, mate. We're going to come to your live stand-up gig later on.
He's not serious, man. If he gives some gag,
he's much funnier.
Good man.
Robson, you can't tell me I'm the first person that said you look like Jack Whitehall before.
No, not at all, mate. I've got Jack Whitehall, and if I have a shave, I look like Bob Beckett, so I don't really win. It just gets worse and worse. And I've got no respect for Bob Beckett after I saw him at the Jags-Eagles game when he was filming for a show and they were doing catches in the end zone. That was just embarrassing. So, yeah, I don't really win, do I?
Class, I love it. I've just realised that let's go back to the other one. How do we get rid of the Shank Club banner? Because Carl's head's just stuck on the Shank Club banner and no one can see it.
I actually thought that improved.
Hello, there he is. Hello, Carl. Nice to meet you, mate. We've been missing you for the little.
Don't take the piss.
I've been giggling about it all night.
It's fine. It's all good. We'll just speak up. We'll get him out there. Right.
Randall Cobb. Well, that's no fucking good to me, is it?
Oh, just watching one of the Dalvin Cook touchdowns. And that
Oh, whoa.
Huge fumble for the Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers, you're doing so well.
Twice in 2 weeks.
Is Eckler still out?
Yeah, that was Kelly. Kelly fumbled it.
Oh, that's poor.
Oh, he did not control that.
No, he did not.
He's got.
Oh dear.
Ivan, I'm quite scared. I am going to owe a lot of money this weekend.
What's your betting at the moment, Pete?
I think, well, obviously I'll bet with stupidly mug myself off live on show betting you and Nick on the Browns. Obviously they're gonna kill me on every single bet I've got. I've got Dallas winning in all my hackers.
Well, look,
I should have realised they were going to kill me today.
All his money is easily parted.
I don't know if you saw the show this weekend, Ivan, but basically, as soon as I said I was going to bet £10 on the Browns, Nick was out of screen, and I could almost hear him running down his hallway to pick up his microphone to take the bet. It was just
easy money, Pete.
I think he still had his trousers round his ankles from where he was going to the toilet, running to the microphone to take the bet. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you wish I had my trousers around my ankles. I know all about you, mate.
There's something you don't need, Greg.
I've seen him in his tighty whities, boys. It's not pretty.
Wow, Brady, what? He was hoping.
Yeah. Don't let me tell that story again live on air, Pete, about when we went to London to that game, because you know the outcome, and it wasn't me that was running around.
Nick, have you ever lost a bet to Pete?
I think I'm going to lose one today, and we'll come out evens, because I bet that Fitzmagic will throw for 300 yards and 3 TDs.
Well,
but I am 0-2 because obviously.
Did you join in that bet as well?
I didn't, no. But I did advise you to take the bet.
Nick, I didn't realise. I thought Jason took the bet. I didn't realise you took the bet as well. So that's handy.
I didn't take the bet.
No, you took the Cleveland bet. I know you did,
Yeah,
but I didn't realise Nick took the Fitzmagic one. So that's quite handy because the 20 quid that I get
actually, no, I didn't. I'll have to go back and watch the show just to check. I didn't take it. So 10 quid. Thank you very much.
Too late.
Because, of course, you famously bet me that the New York Giants were going to beat the Niners last week, didn't you, Pete?
Yes!
So Evans came back in the game. I mean, I saw Evans go down in an absolute heat with his leg bend, buckle underneath him, and he's still...
And there's a Will Fuller touchdown.
Will Fuller.
Motherfucker.
Texans are on a rampage.
Well, that time they did something.
Pissed off. Everyone's pissed off.
They're your second team, aren't they, Pete? You love them. You think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, don't you?
Weeks in, I drop everyone.
Mate, I was properly in on the Texans pre-season, and I kind of knew their schedule sucked, but when Deshaun Watson is possibly one of the best QBs I've seen play at Wembley. The guy, he was fucking unbelievable, mate. Yeah. He was proper unbelievable. And I know he didn't sort of put up massive numbers against the Jags, but just watching what he did, live,
he was excellent.
Yeah.
But you probably got them defense, innit? That's
Robson, were you at that game?
You no way you predicted.
Yeah, that was a long game.
He was as excellent as Minshew was rubbish.
I think no one did. It said on NFL Fantasy that if Joe Mixon has another shocking game, it's like, nope, he's not there anymore. You can't beat Jacksonville, but it's no good.
Hey, look at these boys, like fat talking fantasy. I mean, it's like the be all and end all. And fantasy football kills the game. I'm telling you, lads.
I've never done fantasy,
but that's the reason why. Listening to these guys, because I did it in soccer in the Premier League, and it ruined it for me. And I was like supporting fucking Stelios at Bolton Wanderers to fucking score.
Leave Stelios alone. Stelios Giannakopoulos was a legend.
No, I will say this: it is always team first, fantasy second.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I guess when your team's not playing, it's all about the fantasy.
The golden rule: team first, fantasy second.
I didn't mind the little sort of Sky Fantasy game that they done. That was, we were hoping to do that this season, but they stopped doing the Sky Fantasy game because that was just real bog standard, basic. But I've never got into the proper fantasy because I knew it would just ruin the game for me.
I know, so we don't do
fucking Mixon touchdown again. Oh, are you kidding me?
Shut up.
Yeah,
we always do.
Get in.
We do a redraft, so we don't keep the players. It's not overly complicated.
Happy Robo.
Party at the beginning of the year, get together, have
Not
a
good,
barbecue,
mate.
do a draft, all 10 of us live. You know,
I don't know where I don't know where the Jags defense was there, but
No, did he get in? Did he?
Joe Mixon got in.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
That's a touchdown.
Just for them.
Just the one week I've dropped him. The week I've dropped him, he decides to do this.
Sorry, Robson. This is what we do when
definitely
when teams are.
And I left him on my bench. He's got
Sorry,
21.
man.
Fuck.
It's all right, mate. That's just so annoying. Like,
Oh no,
mate, Robson. If there's any consolation, I've got faith in the Jags, mate. They ain't going to lose to the Bengals today. I'm telling you.
The way Minshew's been throwing, mate, he's been a bit
That's
off
the
target.
kiss
I'm
of
a bit
death.
worried.
You did make the right.
That is the kiss of death, Ivan. You're totally right, mate.
At the moment,
If that's
At the
the
moment,
case,
all
then
three-
if that's the case, and I've got the kiss of death, then I hope the Ravens are going to go and smash the Washington football team right now.
I'm glad you picked on the Ravens, not the Browns.
I don't fear the Browns, mate. I fear the Ravens. The Browns are irrelevant, mate, but the Ravens are legit.
Week 6, mate.
I'm looking forward to it. Bring it, brother.
after we've smashed the Eagles, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Well, by about 3 points.
Freddie, we'll be smashing the Eagles, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Well, you know what we're like. We'll play a rubbish team and win by a late.
The Niners are going to
Big Ben score.
absolutely kill the Eagles, and then we will kill them even further. They're going to be like absolute roadkill on the side of the road once they've been finished by the Niners and the Steelers, mate.
It'll be about 40 points tonight, I suspect.
Well on Russell.
Yeah, I tell you what, that Wilson's having a great season, isn't he? At the moment,
If he doesn't get MVP this year,
then it's fixed.
But he's got to have at least an MVP vote anyway.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Regular season MVP, yeah, absolutely.
the Seahawks, you just got to outscore them. That's the only way you're going to beat them this season, I reckon. You've got to outscore them because the defense ain't all that
Right,
good.
I'm going back to the game. Pete,
Yes.
you might see me later if we win.
All right, mate.
Browns lose, I won't be back on.
Ivan, make sure you come back on, mate. Win, lose, or draw. Make sure you come back on, bro. All right.
Yeah, later.
Enjoy the game, Ivan, won't you, mate?
Cheers. See you.
He is killing Sam.
Game over in Washington.
Little did
Yeah,
he realise
good touchdown. That
come close to
First game over in Washington before the season started, wasn't it?
massively.
Fair point.
they've won a game. Leave them alone.
Are they still going to be top of
Yeah,
the
they
East
won
after
one.
today? I think they'll still be top of the division, won't they?
That division, yeah, it's pretty poor division, isn't it? Let's
Because
be honest.
Cowboys are losing, Washington are losing, and the Eagles will lose, so they'll still be top at 1 and 3.
Simon, right? This is exactly what I was saying about Chase Claypool earlier, right? He's just sent out a tweet saying he's about to download Madden for the first time in over 5 years because he wants to see what his little character dude looks like. EA, I swear, if you did me a dirty. I mean, that kid, I love that kid. Chase Claypool.
Juju came.
Oh. I don't mind Juju, but just don't be wearing that yellow mankini anymore because that just fucking freaks me out.
You loved it, you liar.
I can't see Juju wearing that yellow mankini anymore.
He's got the poster up.
He's got the poster the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a disturbing thought.
But very
Now-
true.
Pete, do we have an angry Pats fan in backstage?
There is no one backstage at the minute, no. Apart from Carl, who's probably pretty angry.
I'm not angry.
Have we got who else have we got coming? Have you got someone trying to come on then, Si?
Yeah, we did. He might have disappeared.
I haven't seen anybody come on. There was a slightly older lady that was on there earlier on, which we didn't bring on. I'm not
Go!
Oh, Robson's looking good. Robson. What's going on, Robson?
Just overthrew feeling.
Robson, what's going on, buddy?
Big run from Robinson. Robinson got a big run, but I think we're going to get a hold.
Robinson looking good last week. Is this a kid that we need to sort of start keeping our eye on, or what?
Baker Mayfield's actually playing.
Yeah, it's a holding. Yeah, I'd say so, mate, to be honest with you. But then again, he's our only running back threat. So I think all eyes are going to be on him, whatever. But yeah, that's killed us there. That was a good run. We got a holding on
Good. I'd like to
Robinson,
see.
I think.
I'd like to.
I'm keeping my eye backstage, but there's no one coming on just yet. So
Shaughnessy. Wow. Wow.
Cleveland are rolling again. They've just got another
I'm probably
penalty
gonna
against Dallas.
on the
Oh
bench.
no, sorry, it was against Odell Beckham.
The most overrated receiver in the whole league.
Who's that? Odell Beckham.
Yep.
I wouldn't say he's
He wins.
I'm not sure.
against
I'm not
Giants.
sure. I'm not sure he's overrated now, but he was when he was on the Giants.
Right, so Mark, tell me, so is this where you sort of wake up in the middle of the night and your wife thinks it's their anniversary, I'm going to get lucky, and you say, sorry, love, I'm going to the front room to watch the game?
You knew the deal. You knew the deal with Kelly all them years ago, yes? You knew the deal. It's part of our wedding vows.
Yeah, thou shalt lose me for 7 hours on a Sunday. Tough shit, love.
Just 7 hours,
right.
and then soccer during the actual day itself. So probably about 14 hours, but it's fine.
I can't believe I just had 1 week. That's all I got. 1 week of abuse. That's all I got on you guys. That's all I managed to get this season with 1 week.
West Carson, you've got no one. You've got everyone seeing.
You haven't seen nothing yet, Pete. You're waiting till your team loses, Sunshine.
Mark, I'm properly scared. I'm properly scared of the Niners because I knew you were a good team, and the fact that you've managed to get through this purple patch and you've got your players coming back now, I'm fucking worried. I am worried. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that you're in the NFC, I would be panicking. But you guys, once your players are back, I dread listening to you guys every week talking about the Niners because you guys are complete. I have to say.
It's definitely a squad in it. That's what it is. If you look at the roster, that is what's getting us through it. You know, and all great teams need that because it's going to, especially this year, injuries are going to be key to most teams, isn't it? Really, and we've been lucky that the game plan has been perfect, and we were lucky they do play the Giants and the Jets. In all fairness, so that's kind of probably you know, it's kind of the roster's kind of gone all right.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just midway through, boys, I'm going to mute a few mics because I haven't had a chance to catch up with Steve. I want to talk Raiders football. Steve, tell us, mate. I was big on Josh Jacobs early doors. I'm still big on the guy. I love the kid. Alabama running backs, mate. They know how to fucking ball.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about the Raiders, mate. Me and Nick, he was like, oh, Broncos, they're going to finish second. I was like, fuck you. Raiders have finished second. Raiders are legit this year. Come on, Stevie. Me and you, let's have a chat about the Raiders, mate.
So, are we legit this year? I don't think we're as legit as kind of we were made out to be early on. You know, with the pickup of Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs. I mean, those are the stars in our offense right now. But yeah, there's guys in the wings. Hunter Renfro, he's a guy I'm really big on. And Foster Moreau, the other tight end, he's really good. And then you've got that leadership with bringing Jason Witten in tight end. You know, you've got that kind of leadership in that offense. I think that's done us a lot of good this year.
I mean, Dallas, that guy was just dependable. You knew if you needed a play, throw it to Witten.
Yeah, and he's done it. And you know, we haven't won games, you know, but he's been there. You know, and he's made those catches, you know, on those third and shorts, you know, when we needed it. I don't know. I don't think this. I can see us finishing second, but I don't think this is our year.
Are you starting to worry about the Chargers, though? I mean, everyone was like, "Oh, we go. Here's the Chiefs. It's the Raiders. You know, it's the Broncos. The Broncos get a load of injuries.
Touchdown.
All of a sudden, the Chargers are.
It's just killing it now.
The Chargers are coming for you, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Kareem Hunt touchdown.
Fucking Browns. Fuck off, Browns.
To be fair, the tackling was as shocking as that Vikings touchdown from Dalvin Cook. He just one tackle miss, two tackles missed and just basically walked it in. So that's £10 safe anyway. Thank you very much.
But let's talk about the Death, Steve. Let's talk about the Death Star. That stadium. If I ever go to Vegas, I am fucking off going to the Golden Nugget. I don't give a shit about the gun range. I am going to head to Allegiant Stadium. I'm going to get a stadium tour.
Yeah, your missus will love that.
A big
game. Yeah, no, it's a truly great looking stadium.
It looks sick.
Oh yeah, I mean the locker rooms. You see the locker rooms. Locker rooms look sick. everything about it just looks, and the torch. I think the torch is a really, it's a proper good monument. I'd have liked it to have been a real flame just because I'm an old school Raiders fan, but I do love it. I absolutely love it. The stadium, I think it's fantastic. And I think it's going to help us build yet another fan base.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just looks unbelievable. And if there were, that doesn't matter where in the US, if someone said to me, "You have got a free pass to do a stadium tour,"
yeah,
I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah,
I love Vegas. Vegas is class. I love the place.
But I remember when the move first got mentioned. I mean, me and him and a couple of other mates, we were all talking about, what does it mean for the Raiders? Can a team work? If any team can work in Vegas, it's the Raiders. I mean, I can't think of another franchise that could move to Vegas and succeed.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought the Death Star got blown up. I don't know how many times I've seen Star Wars, but I thought the Death Star got blown up twice.
Yeah,
didn't it?
the Death Star always comes back for another episode, mate. Doesn't matter how many times that fucking place gets blown up, it comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah, but this Death Star, great stadium, absolute dog shit team. Hate the Raiders.
you're gonna get that from a Niners fan. You're gonna anyway. Gail, nice to meet you, buddy. How's he going?
Gail.
Is that a Gronkowski jersey you're wearing there?
I think the only thing that has more holes in that Death Star is John Gruden's defense.
Paul Gunther's defense, not Gruden.
Too fucking early. It's too fucking early.
Is that a Pat's jersey you're wearing, Gail?
It is. It is 87. It's
That's
holy.
Cool. Right.
Just a red alert, guys. Miami just picked off Russell Wilson.
Stevie, nice having a chat with you. Carl, come on, buddy. Come on. Let's tell us what's going on with the Patriots.
Well, obviously everyone knows that Cam Newton's gone down with freaking coronavirus, so it's not good on our behalf.
Yeah, he's probably picked that up. He's probably picked that up from one of them snidey fucking clothes shops that he gets his shit clothes from. I'd imagine, mate. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, he walks in like Dick Tracy all the time. So,
mate, them fucking charity shops, mate. They're going to be riddled with virus. Don't be sending Cam Newton into them charity shops.
At the start of the season, I was very, not pessimistic, but I was like, if we could just try and be competitive, then it will be a decent season for us. I looked at it, I thought 9-7, maybe 10-6 at best, if that's what we can try and achieve. We took care of Miami, which was fair enough. We took care of the Raiders. The game against Seattle, that was our first loss, and I was expecting us, as long as we were competitive, I would be more than happy about it.
And you guys were more than competitive in that game.
We had 2 opportunities to win that game. All right, 2-yard line, we unfortunately messed up. But you've also got to remember as well, Nick Foles shanked a 51-yarder.
Yeah.
So if he'd have put that in, it would have got down to the 2 in the final 2 seconds of play. We could have just kicked the chip shot. And we won 36-35. Yep. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But with regard into, say, our receiving corps, it's still relatively the same. But I think because now we got a dual threat quarterback in Cam Newton, he can actually move out of the pocket and run and actually throw the ball while he's running. It might give us a little bit more separation when we couldn't when Brady was under center.
Yeah, I mean, and
Brian Hoyer is not hideous.
I've got to be saying pre-season, Carl. I mean, I don't know if Freddie and Simon are the same as me, but I really wanted to see Cam Newton as backup over at the Steelers. I just kind of felt that we needed someone because we couldn't sort of quite. We didn't know what we were going to get with Ben. It seems as though he's fit. We might get another couple of years out of him. So now it seems fine. But Cam was one of these guys that I was looking at. He clearly didn't want to sign as a backup. He always wanted to sort of go in as a first-team guy. But when all of a sudden these sort of no teams are coming in from, it's like, look, come on, Steelers, you've got to go and pick up a backup quarterback. You saw what happened last year. If you can get someone half decent that can take the team through, go for it. But I think Cam was obviously there looking for a team to sort of go straight in at QB1. And, I mean, what more? All right, maybe the scheme doesn't fit him, but for Cam, he can go in this year, prove himself, get a decent contract next year. But it's just typical of the Pats picking up someone like Cam. I mean, even like Jameis Winston, I just want to see. I mean, I don't know, Freddie, Simon, I know you've got your sort of microphones on mute, but what are you sort of seeing out of our backup QBs this year? I mean, do you still feel that Rudolph is the guy for us possibly in a couple of years' time, or do you feel that we're going to have to bring someone else in? Right.
That didn't work.
Freddie's going for it.
I'm unmuted. No, I still rate Mason Rudolph. I might be in the minority, but until the hit against the Ravens where Earl Thomas took him out illegally, he was playing really quite well, and then it came back from the concussion injury and just wasn't the same. I think we rushed him too quickly. I think there is potential there, but as I say, when we were looking at the backup of the quarterbacks in the off season, the Steelers made it quite plain that Rudolph was going to be their number 2. So I wasn't worried about who we'd pick up.
Is it maybe an advantage the fact that Rudolph was never due to come in when he came in? You know, we didn't expect Big Ben to go down. Rudolph was never ready. We knew he was never going to be ready. Is it maybe a bit of an advantage that he's got a little bit of a game time side that, you know, this guy's actually played some NFL snaps. He's played, you know, he was never going to be prepared for last season, and a couple of, you know, maybe a year or two down the road, he can come in and maybe sort of do something for us.
Well, I can see some disagreements above me, but
he's going to disagree whatever.
Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges suck.
Duck Hodges sucks. I agree with you, but there's something in Mason Rudolph.
No, I'm sorry. I got to disagree with you, Freddie. Mason, I'm out on Mason, mate. I've seen enough of him. We don't need to be trying another season with Mason Rudolph.
So are you saying we need to sort of do something inside? We need to bring someone in the next draft?
Well, either this draft or the next. It depends what Ben wants to do, but
he wants to win Lombardis, mate, and that's S as a plural, mate. That's what he wants to do.
Ben's replacement's currently sitting on the New York Jets.
Oh,
you reckon Darnold's coming in?
Yep.
How are we going to afford him?
Well, we're not going to afford anybody next year, especially if this COVID keeps going round, and all of a sudden it's going to be 175 million as the cap next year. Simon, I know you guys have spoken about it, but I'm worried about how different our team could look next year. But you know, I don't. You know, it scares me. It properly scares me. You know, we are going to be irrelevant next year if all these guys go. And what makes it worse? I don't care about us not playing well, but it's seeing people like the Browns and the Bengals doing well, and all of a sudden seeing the likes of possibly Juju on another team, the likes of Filer on another team, the likes of Hilton on another team.
Guys that are on the up.
Yeah, that's what's going to pain me the most, and it's going to be horrible to see. I mean,
it's awful because we've gone out there and you know, taken or drafted guys with high upside. COVID's come in, wiped us out, and it's going to go to these teams that have got so much cap space because they suck, and they're going to benefit from it.
Yeah, but you say that, right? Look at what Kansas City had done, and they had no cap room. Right, the cap is a load of bollocks.
Yeah, but Nick, the difference is, I'm pretty sure
will manipulate the cap.
Yeah, but Nick, the difference is obviously we've got to pay We've got to pay Big Ben something like fucking
40 million next year.
Yeah, 40 million next year.
And restructure Ben.
We've restructured Ben up the wazoo, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be restructuring.
You aren't going to lose all those players. The Niners,
no.
Yeah, but Nick, you have no idea how many players are potentially gone.
22 players next season could potentially leave. There's no way that they are going to.
We're about 10 million under the cap at the moment, anyway. So that will go into next. That'll be added into next year's cap. We'll be all right.
Freddie, we ain't going to be all right, mate. If it's 175 million, we are not going to be all right.
We'll be fine.
No.
If it's 175 million for everyone, everyone's going to have to make cuts.
No, they're not. No,
it's
not. That's the problem. You're going to get the Saints, the Falcons. There's a couple of others, but otherwise, mate, I don't give a crap about everyone else. There are some players. You know, you got. I mean, Simon probably knows better than me, but just rolling off my head, you've got Hilton, you've got Dupree, you've got
Juju.
Yeah. Oh man, this is going to drive me.
You got
Connor.
TJ Watt needs Fitzpatrick and TJ the year after, which you want to start locking those guys up soon.
Yeah, it's well. They've got to be creative. Yeah, the players
Hilton
as well. If you think about it, they know cap space is going to be a lot lower. Yeah, they want to get paid. They want to make sure they get their future. GMs will make it creative, so they'll get paid, but over a period of time, so it won't affect the cap space.
Correctly.
Yeah.
You've only got to look at what the Chiefs have done.
100%.
Mahomes and all the people that they've signed.
Yeah.
They didn't have hardly any cap, and all of a sudden they're handing out a gazillion.
I'm with you. I think it's false worry.
It is because they just manipulate it.
The players want long-term security, so they're happy to be creative, as long as they know over a period of time they get paid. Yeah. At the moment with COVID, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. They want to secure a longer-term deal, creative, and you'll be fine. And many things.
You're not going to. You think about it. All these players that are going to become free agents, they aren't going to get good because there's going to be such a lot of players that aren't.
Oh dear.
It's
worrying
about nothing. Trust me. You may lose a couple, but you're not going to lose all your star. There's no way.
I thought the Steelers went 13-3 with Cordell Stewart. So why is it an issue? If you can go 13-3 with Cordell Stewart, almost win the Super Bowl, why does it? You don't need a good QB. You just don't need him. If the stuff around him is good, you can win with anyone, right?
That's a Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, bless him. Old Rudolph still got the fucking dent in his head from Miles Garrett throwing a helmet on his head. Ridiculous.
I like Mason as a backup. If Mason wants to be a long-term backup for the Steelers, I can handle that. But I don't think he's going to be the long-term starter.
And but I guess the trouble is though, if there's no one in backup, and there's we're not going to get a decent draft pick.
Murray, look, it was Murray.
We're going to be struggling for a little while.
Kyler.
It's possible.
Well done.
Yes, I needed this from Kyler. Go all the way.
Robson,
On his feet.
Robson, I'm looking at you, mate, and you're looking like you need to vent, mate. Come on, Robson, tell us what is going on with your boys. What the hell is going on at the Jags, mate?
Well, Miles Jack's gone off the field, so without him, we haven't got a defense really, because he's like the only one that showed up. And then, Burrow's just thrown to just wide open receivers, which is just crazy. And then Mixon's just ran for a big hole and scored. So I think Burrow's getting his first win here today. I think that's the way it's going to go.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe you're letting
Can the
Bungles
Steelers take Matt Stafford? Can a really good team just take Matt Stafford and give him a playoff game? Because he's not going to get a playoff game with the Lions.
The Bucs should have traded for Stafford instead of taking Tom Brady.
Exactly. Yeah, they should have. Tom Brady's a fucking old guy. He's just useless.
Like I said earlier on, I would have had Cam Newton. I would have had Jameis Winston. I mean, Jameis Winston was clearly sort of there, ready to take a backup role. Why we didn't get someone like Winston?
I wasn't interested in Cam, but Winston definitely.
Yeah.
I love watching Winston because it's the
I do, because you never know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, last season, what's happening?
Touchdown Brady, OJ Howard.
Oh, for crying out loud. I hate the Chargers. Why are they the worst team?
It's a bit like the Jaguars, you see. They give you full tone.
2 words, Dean Spanos. There you go.
Robson, what's happening in the Jags game?
Very little on offense, mate. Minshew's having a bit of a mare today, if I'm honest.
Nothing.
I don't really understand how. I don't get how our receivers can't get open against this secondary because it's not good at all.
Are they getting any pass rush this week, though?
Not us or the Bengals.
Yeah, no, the Jags, because obviously
not at all.
Last week, I said to you, if you can't get a pass rush, your secondary is not going to be able to cover for 8 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, they were saying on commentary, like, Burrow's got to get rid of it because he keeps taking these hits, but he's just buying time and the receivers are getting open because we just can't cover them. We've got to play a lot of zone coverage because our corners aren't good man to man. And now he's scrambling around, he's been sacked, so it's not ideal.
Cardinals scored.
Christian Kirk touchdown.
The Cardinals are the Cardinals winning?
No,
they're still down by. They're still down by
21.
They really need to go for the 2 here.
Oh, that's good because obviously that helps us.
No, extra point. Don't do anything stupid.
Did anyone? Obviously, I know we're watching live games, but did anyone watch Thursday Night Football? Any of the
I did.
highlights and stuff?
I watched it.
Yeah.
Now tell me, okay, what do you think of Greg Williams? Is everyone in agreement that he's a complete
knob
of shit?
Yeah. He's a Looney Tune, mate. He's a Looney Tune.
Yeah, he is.
Nothing makes me happier seeing him on the sideline looking like he's going to burst into tears because he is.
Jamal Adams kept him in that job. That's literally what it was. Now he's gone, so he's screwed.
I think the Jets.
He was a head coach. He was a head coach 15 years ago, and he was like 7-9, and they fired him after one season. He used to be head coach 25 years ago, and he was fired, retired for like 10 years, came back.
He was a head coach,
and it's still
when
terrible.
They fired what's his name in Cleveland? He got upgraded, didn't he?
Yeah, but they got rid of him.
Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name.
Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson. And it's going to be exactly the same now in New York. When they fire Gase, he will become the interim head coach. And he'll win a few games and then they'll fire him at the end of the season and he'll be out of the league, hopefully.
I'm sure this has been covered a few times, but how on earth is Adam Gase and Dan Quinn still in a job?
And O'Brien.
And Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien's the GM. He's going nowhere. Trust me.
He can't fire himself, but
he ain't going to fire himself, Freddie. It's a weird thing with the Texans. I don't get why he can't. Well, he obviously has got the ear of the owners.
I don't think he's that bad a coach, but his GM is just appalling.
Yeah, it's not good. It's a weird. There's some weird results being thrown up, and some, this. Well, I mean, who would have thought that? Cleveland would absolutely steamroll.
Nick, I'm just putting it out there, mate. I'm offering you a cash out now on the Cowboys. £7.50, mate. I'm offering you £7.50 out of the tenner. Do you want to take it?
No, you're all right, thanks.
Are you sure?
I think you turned down $9.99 at the moment.
give me 15 quid and I'll take it.
Just to cheer you up, Pete, have you seen the Liverpool score?
4-1, was it?
Please
4-1 Villa, yeah.
Villa.
Say we top of the league. Say we top of the league.
That knob end Ollie Watkins scored a hat trick, I think.
Mate, that's Villa. That's Villa. 3 games, 3 wins from Villa. What is that all about?
The Premier League's messed up this year.
No, it's funny.
Weird, it is weird.
Top of the league. Go on, the Toffees.
Do you remember the Bountygate scandal? That was Greg Williams. He was the Bountygate scandal, and he was the Buffalo Bills head coach. And he fucked up the Buffalo Bills when he was their head coach 20 years ago. That was
down, but flag. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, that audio, Gal, that audio of Greg Williams, when obviously, because I'm a Niners fan, I know all about Bountygate and stuff. They should have kicked his ass out of the league then. And I don't know if you heard Steve Smith Sr. talking in the after game. He basically threw Greg Williams under the bus in spectacular style.
What have you should?
Oh,
cool.
You can't get drawn off like that.
Swear live on air. I'm sure he would have.
Wait, Stafford, touchdown, Stafford. Whoa, beautiful.
Hey, give us an update on the scores, man. Bring on the scores.
No.
Oh, the Lions are coming back. It's close now. It's 35-21. They're coming back. Fourth quarter. Stafford, elite.
Yeah, but Detroit will Detroit their way again to another loss. So,
what's the Bengals score? I'm expecting a bungle.
The Bungles.
Is it close? Because if it's close, the Jags will win it.
No.
It's
24-13.
Oh, dear.
Minshew mania is over for another season.
Too easy to Hawkinson.
Is this Hawkinson gets the touchdown?
Guess what? I fucking rocked them again.
Hawkinson started tight end.
But to be fair,
I'm glad that's
he
going
had
out.
literally next to nothing, and Jimmy Graham and also caught fire.
Which is exactly why I dropped fucking Nixon.
Sorry, what's the What's Dave, Rich, and Gav doing tonight, mate? Obviously, with the Steelers not playing.
It's a very interesting question. I don't know.
No, what do they normally do? Game day, just obviously watch the game, and otherwise.
Yeah, we'd normally be watching it and just sort of be chatting on a group chat or something. But I spoke to Dave about maybe doing a Zoom call, but nothing came of it. I don't know where the other two are. I've not spoke to them.
No. Is Rich over in the States, or is he just an American over in England?
No, yeah, Rich lives in California, so we record late because he's 8 hours behind.
Oh, Wilson's sacked.
Yeah, it's never easy when you've got some Americans coming on the show. You obviously got to do it at a decent time for them guys.
Yeah, we've been lucky really because he's not obviously with COVID he's not been working. He doesn't need to, but his jobs would be infrequent, so we've been quite lucky that we can record with him every week.
Freddie, tell me more about the Facebook group that you guys you were representing.
There's not a lot to say really, other than it was a group I set up about 4 years ago now, almost to the day, and thinking, oh well, it'd be nice if we had 100 mates to talk about football, and it's grown to about 7,500 now. So
good man. Do you normally sort of go to the London games as well?
Yeah, I've been to a few now. So
good man. Yeah,
the last one I went to obviously was the Jags Texans game, and which we were talking about earlier. So.
Yeah, it was a good. To be fair, I've got to let you know now, and Nick's probably listening. For the first 20 minutes of that game, Nick was asleep. He was so fucking hungover, it was ridiculous.
I wouldn't have woken up, to be fair.
I've got a video of him asleep. It's just brilliant. He's just.
I think Robson probably did sleep through it.
Oh, I think
only option, mate. Only option.
Yeah,
it won't be the weather keeping me up.
You know what, Phil? I'm so looking forward to having an actual proper London event and we can all catch up. Oh, I just can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so cool.
Is there a further journey in the NFL than Seattle flying to Miami? Because that is a fucking long journey. That's 14 hours on a plane or something huge. So Seattle are struggling because it's so far away. It's got to be hard to go into Miami. It's going to be hot and sweaty, and they've been on the plane for like forever. That's got to be hard.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson's recording obnoxious Instagram videos the whole way there.
And guess what? My heart really beats for him as well.
Mr. Unlimited, obviously, isn't very good.
Now,
I'm surprised he hasn't got kung fu, to be honest.
Gal, are you in a Sydney library at the moment?
I am not at the moment, no. Not this time. I'm in my house.
Okay.
Yeah, where are you? Are you over in Australia?
I am. It's 6 a.m. and it's 21 degrees. So it's warm.
Yeah, now. Our first Australian on the Shank Club NFL. Gail, I didn't realise you were from Oz. Good man for coming on.
I am. I've got 2 passports. So when you guys had the nice Brexit vote and you voted Brexit, I was like, well, I'm going to leave then. I will Brexit. And I left.
Excellent choice.
and like, we have no money because only 24 million people live here. So everyone is like, oh, the GDP of Australia is going to replace Europe. I'm like, well, it won't because no one lives here. But okay, if it makes you feel better.
Oh no, I didn't get it.
So one of my favorite episodes of our show, Pete, was when we had Gal on last minute, and he didn't tell us, but we was recording live from a Sydney library.
I was.
Yeah, he got thrown out of the library live during the show and didn't stop recording.
Yeah, that's probably not the best place to sort of go when you're sort of trying to do some sort of live feed. Is talking in the middle of a library, Gal. So,
well, Simon didn't give me. Simon gave me 30 seconds warning, and also I said cunt in the thing, and Simon had not given me any rules. He said, just come on and do your thing, and I think I called someone a cunt. It was probably Eli Manning because he's a cunt. And then I have not been asked that.
Mate, to be fair, it's normally Simon that's putting out the F-bombs and stuff. So
listen, Gab gets upset with me, so I've got to keep it,
And there goes the PC material we was all hoping.
Look, Mr. Patriot, we can't all be perfect like the Patriots, you know what I mean? Sometimes we just come out with it.
In the words of Jeremy Clarkson, some of this is actually broadcastable.
I also want to say that that Ravens linebacker who won the Super Bowl definitely killed 2 people, 100%. I'm going on record as confirming that happened. He killed two people and got away with it.
Wow. I don't know what games you guys are watching, but I have watched no football tonight whatsoever. I've got no idea what's going on. I'm just listening to you guys. You guys are throwing stuff in there. It's great. I mean, to me, I'm more in. This is what happens when I go to London. I don't give a shit about the game. I just want to mingle with people and talk to them and just have fun because. I mean, the Steelers aren't playing. Everything else is irrelevant today, so I don't give a shit. I just want to talk to you.
Do you know what?
If the Steelers was playing and the Niners were playing, this would never happen. So
It would. Of course it would. It's called multitasking.
Put a bet on Dallas and they're getting tanked by the fucking
can't
Browns.
fucking multitask at all. Harrison, are you starting to get a little bit nervous about tonight's game, buddy?
Yeah, I've just got a funny feeling. It's just one of them days.
And Badgley kicks wide left.
I can't. You know what? I think I'm going to stay up and watch the Bills Raiders and the Colts Bears.
Yeah.
I never thought I would say that I would probably stay up and watch those games. But I'm
You'll
going
be
to do
asleep
it.
by 10. Shut up, you gnolls. You've been putting away the Fosters like it's going out of fashion in a Peroni glass, and you'll be out of it by 10.
Honestly, mate, this Moretti is going down an absolute dream tonight. It's lovely.
Yeah, what's that? Moretti 0.
I'll probably have a laugh and watch the Rams steamroller the Giants.
Oh, what would you watch that for?
That's hardcore, Simon. That is hardcore.
I'll watch the Thursday night game, so I'm sure I can do anything.
5 points in this. Lovely throw. Oh. Would I want Miami?
Yeah, I've switched games over to the Seattle-Miami game because obviously Pete's bet on the Dallas Cowboys has gone down the toilet, and that's a blowout. So I've now swatched, and Fitzmagic is working it.
I'm watching Tampa against the Chargers.
Are the Chargers still winning?
Yeah, but Brady's coming back.
As Brady does.
He always does. It's so obnoxious.
Obnoxious is the word.
It's really weird. Watch it. Obviously, I've just tuned into this Seattle game, and for some reason they think they can run the ball when they should be passing against this awful Seattle defense. I can't understand it. It's weird.
And that kick is straight down the middle.
Mate, the Browns are going to put up a 50 burger against the Cowboys. What the fuck is that about?
You are a Jonah. You are a Jonah, Pete. You are now officially the John Madden of the Shank Club because
I don't think even the boldest Browns fan would have had them scoring 50 on the Cowboys.
Freddie, I mean, seriously, have we got to start panicking about the Browns now?
I don't know. I think the Cowboys are straight up crap, but let's wait and see. We've got 2 weeks until we play the Browns, so
yeah.
Well,
but to be fair, we've pretty much got like a pre-season friendly against the Eagles next week, and then
yeah. I mean, we've had four cakewalks so far. So 3 cakewalks and one next week.
Well, this is what I was saying about Simon earlier on. It was just kind of every game was kind of that next level. Let's test us. Next level, test us. And the Titans this week was going to really prove where we were at. And the fact that we're not going to get to play it is a little bit annoying because I really wanted to see where we were at.
I was actually really worried about the back-to-back away games with Baltimore, Tennessee, and Dallas. But having watched Dallas tonight, I'm not worried at all.
But do we need to panic? I mean, there is clearly going to be problems this season with games, and there's going to be a logistical nightmare. So I don't think it's going to be the Titans, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Patriots. I think every team is going to end up copping some kind of shit this year. So,
because of Kung Flu.
Yeah. Exactly. And all of a sudden, it's not the Chinese flu because Trump's got it. All of a sudden, he's not saying it's the Chinese flu. That's weird.
Oh, no, it's the greatest flu.
Tampa scored for the Bucks.
Yeah,
Bucks are a lead.
If you actually look at the win, The NFC East this year is going to be record-breakingly bad. They're going to be the worst division of all time this year. They're on track for it at the moment. I'm kind of impressed.
The NFC East is always the worst.
The worst division of football.
I think the Washington football team is still going to be first, and they're going to be 1 and 3. So
say the NFC East should go to the playoff, regardless if you win the division. If it's that shit.
I think it would just be entertaining watching them in the playoffs, to be honest.
Fitzpatrick just threw a dime.
Yeah, that is the first play all night that I've seen. It's now 8:25, and it's the first fucking passing throw that I've seen all night. Unbelievable.
I picked the Seahawks.
I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again because basically I'm watching no football whatsoever.
What's going on in the Panthers Cardinals game?
Seattle have had 3 pass interference penalties on this drive.
Have a look, mate. So Panthers are up 28-14 in a Panthers Cardinals game.
Blimey.
Exactly what you were saying, Fred. You know, the Cardinals, mate, that's gonna put them what, 3-1?
2-2 because they lost to Detroit last week.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, 2-2.
Do you think Deshaun Watson will stay in Houston, or will he? Because he's fucking good.
He just signed a mega contract. So
yeah, he's just signed a new deal.
I'm stuck there, not going to the playoffs for the next 5 years. Good for him.
But he's getting paid $1 gazillion. Who cares?
Wow. 16, 18, Jesus Christ.
Man, I've just seen a really disturbing picture of a Bengals fan on Twitter, and it makes me feel quite sick.
Has he got a smile on his face?
Can you post it, Simon? Simon, can you post it for me, please?
He's got his top off. It's quite disgusting.
I don't see it.
Nick, I'm hoping one day that our boy Cale Garrett is playing on the NFL and we're watching him so
badly. Breeze has got picked. Oh my God, that's fucking poor. That's poor.
Come on, Detroit.
That is poor.
Come on, the Lions.
Let's bring up Drew Brees, right? Because he's showing his age now, right?
He's missing
no,
Michael
it's not going to
Thomas.
count.
Oh.
No, it's not going to count. The Lions fucked it.
How can you bring up Drew Brees? They're winning 35-21, mate.
You look at his stats.
The guy has thrown more passing touchdowns than anybody in NFL history.
Doesn't matter. I'm talking about this season.
We're not talking this season, are we?
Did you watch the Packers game? All he was doing was dumping off to Kamara.
Exactly. You've got to respect the guy, though.
Let's respect. And there's a season there. His arm's not there this season. You can see it. He hasn't quite got it.
But Mark, his arm hasn't been there for about 3 or 4 years, mate.
No, but it's showing up now.
Yeah,
exactly, Mark. Now it's showing.
How hurt it must be.
You look at that deep ball. He can't do it. And big games, you need that deep ball.
If you say
come on, Hawks.
I've got no idea what's going on in any game. So
Fitzpatrick just picked a first down up with his legs. Let's go, Fitzpatrick.
I'm hoping someone's going to tell me that the Cowboys are winning and the Jags are winning, but I don't think it's going to happen at any
it's
time.
Still it's 41-14 in Dallas.
Harrison's looking excited. Harrison, what's going on, mate? What are you getting excited about down there?
The Browns winning 41-40 against Dallas.
I thought he was on
When did the Browns last score 40 points or 50 points? Have the Browns ever scored 50 points? Have they ever?
Well, exactly what Freddie said, mate. The Cowboys are a fucking joke. I mean, come on, boys.
I saw at the half of the Cowboys game. That's the most yards they had in the first half since something like 1990 or something ridiculous.
Oh,
Pete, you keep picking the games, but for fuck's sake, never pick the Niners to win a game because me and Mark will come and kill you.
I've told you, mate. I've already told you. I've already told you. I had 1 week. I managed to have 1 week where I could absolutely let you guys have it, and I'm worried that you guys have been able to get through these last 3 weeks with injuries, and I'm so glad that you guys are in the NFC, because the NFC to me is completely fucking irrelevant. I don't watch anything. The NFC is fucking. It doesn't even exist as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
mate.
except Russell Wilson.
The NFC doesn't exist. Who gives a shit about the NFC?
Except Russell Wilson.
Decent teams, yeah, the decent teams. So if the Steelers were up in our division, what Steelers do? You wouldn't get out of the division.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the beginning of the season, the two teams that everybody was talking about were two AFC teams. NFC is irrelevant right now.
Of course it is.
In all seriousness, no, the best teams are currently in the AFC. That's just a fact. I think if you look at the NFC, you've got
Freddie brings out the facts. I like Freddie. Freddie is a part of the Shank Club. He brings facts to the table.
But unfortunately, it's not Pittsburgh because they're
no, it's not. It's not. It is Baltimore and Kansas City.
Right, Freddie.
No, it's not. It's
You're
just
already out.
City.
It's true.
It's not Freddie off out the Shank Club, mate.
Oh, we talk about the top
true.
Who is top of the AFC North, Freddie? Come on, tell everybody.
Although we have had
the
cupcake schedule so far.
We have had the cupcake schedule.
If you look at
You've got the second easiest schedule in the whole of the NFL.
Oh, look at the Niners. We're beating the Jets and the Giants, and we're playing the Dolphins and the Eagles. We're so amazing.
Kenny Stills.
Get out of things.
right.
Get over it, yeah.
Is that Will Fuller? Is that Will Fuller? Oh, Kenny Stills.
You know, I mean, you played one team, Arizona, and they fucking beat you. You beat the Giants, the Jets. You're going to beat the Eagles, the Dolphins. I mean, come on, boys. Wait till you play a team, and then we'll judge you.
You've got to play what's in front of you, mate.
I mean, we can't really say a lot.
Deshaun Watson just scored on 4th and 10 to Kenny Stills. Holy shit, that was good. That was nice.
Go on, the Steels. Is that another field goal from?
The Dolphins can't get.
It's got a field goal.
They can't get in the end zone.
So is that 5 field goals?
5
from
field
the
goals.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Because fortunately for me, Nick and Jason are going to be paying for my bets of the Browns. Thank you very much.
I doubt it. We're even, mate. We're even. You don't have to give me any money. I don't have to give you any money. So it's 3 to me, 1 to you. So
well, Jason can pay me, and I'll throw it over to Ivan.
Dak Prescott to fight another day.
I'm really surprised how the Dolphins.
What is going on at Seattle? Though? I mean, I'm not being funny, guys. The Dolphins could be. I'm going to be Scott Hansen here. Oh my God, the Dolphins could beat the Seattle Seahawks right now.
It's the flight. Yeah. It's the flight. All those Western teams in the early games. It's like 7 a.m. for the Seahawks. That's why.
Oh, that's
mate, could you imagine? Mate, could you imagine if Dallas come back and beat the
Tony
Browns?
Pollard?
They're not coming back.
The Browns are
Hey,
not.
you need to change your Twitter handle to shit Scott Hansen.
Oh, gone.
Chargers.
Go on, the Chargers.
Oh my word.
I'm Justin Herbert.
Mate, this is the Chargers with Austin Eckler and their second QB, fucking from Oregon QB, and they're beating TB12 and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And all of a sudden, all these NFL analysts Tampa Bay are amazing. Well, clearly you're not.
They're just the Browns from last. They're just the Browns from last season.
Forget all these TV pundits. Oh my God! The 49ers off all season, and we got to the Super Bowl. Simple, yeah. This season, they're slagging the 49ers off. I'll tell you what, we'll get to the playoffs. These pundits know nothing, yeah. They love these kind of Brady. We all love Brady. All these nice little boys. Forget it.
Particularly that Colin Cowherd.
Are there any Liverpool fans watching now?
No,
5-1, isn't it?
5-1 against the Villa.
Fantastic.
Take that, you scumbag Liverpool fans. That's all I can say.
By the way, Rachel just said thank you very much for calling her a scumbag.
Oh.
Don't worry, Pete. I've just clipped that and I'll send it to her so she knows just where. That's too many Moretti zeros, pal.
I'm
You need
afraid
lay
to
off
say it doesn't matter when it comes to sport. Rach knows exactly what the score is. Oh my
Simon?
God!
Well, she does now because you just called her a scumbag.
You know, upsetting pretty girls.
No, I called Liverpool fans scumbags.
Tom Brady has 32 career fourth quarter game-winning drives and 23 fourth quarter comebacks. So I don't think the Bucks. I think he just wants more fourth quarter comebacks. He just wants to add to his collection.
More than
Simon's not having it.
Herbert has a perfect passer rating.
Robson, come on, what's going on with your Jags? Come on, let's fucking beat the Bungles. What's going on?
The Bungles will bungle it.
I don't even know, mate. Like Burrow, I think he's averaging about 12 yards a pass.
Jesus.
Which is just woeful. And like all of our secondaries like talking trash to people, but they keep they just can't get to assignments. Oh. And AJ Green's not on the field
Mixon has 36 fantasy points.
Oh.
I'm quite disgusted. I'm quite disgusted by the Jacksonville Jaguars this week.
I've got to go. So thanks for having me on the last hour and a half or so. It's been good fun.
Freddie, don't be a stranger, mate. You're welcome on the Shank Club NFL anytime, mate.
I will do,
Freddie,
particularly when the Steelers are playing a decent team.
Absolutely, Freddie. You take
care.
Freddie, take care,
Freddie.
Anyone just see Stafford get absolutely grilled?
I did. I cried.
No, I've pretty much seen no football tonight whatsoever.
Come on, dangerous.
Don't drink football, you're fine.
Go Hawks!
How has he caught that? Oh my God!
You know what? I've got a horrible feeling that we're going to end up going into like the late kickoffs, and I'm just going to be sitting here on my own drinking beer, just talking shit to myself.
Well,
I'll be here with you.
Normally do.
That's all right. I mean, it's like what 6:30 in the morning for Gail, so he's going to be like hanging out with me, so that's going to be fine. All of a sudden, all the Niners are going to have a sleep because they can't handle staying up late and watching them beat the Eagles.
How are you for your first late game, Pete? How are you the next day? Maybe Nick can fill us in about that, yeah?
What?
RG3 is in. RG3 is in.
Honestly, the first week when they lost.
Who said RG3? Where's RG3?
Shut up. And then all of a
Is
sudden,
RG3
less and less. And now he doesn't say a word. And I just can't wait for that first Steelers loss, Mark, because he's going to say so much shit.
Minutes depth on the fourth.
I mean, you've seen the bit. The funny thing is, right, I videoed him having to give me a tenner, and that got more views than one of our shows got. That's just how crazy Twitter and everything is. Because he hated it, and I just love it.
Oh, Evans dropped it.
I do set myself up for epic falls, though. To be fair,
wow,
every time.
I mean, Mark, you must have heard me. You must have heard me saying that Danny Dimes was driving the team bus down to Saquon Barkley's house to hand him a W last week.
Yes.
Simon, what's going on?
You see that?
I can see it. What's going on?
That's my bench. Joe Mixon, Chris Carson, Justin Jefferson.
Oh, fuck me. Ooh.
See, this is what I'm telling you about fantasy, guys.
I don't know why you dropped Chris Carson for going up against Miami. I really
He
don't.
was injured. I didn't know if he was going to play properly. Or if it was going to
I didn't think Carson was going to be even playing today.
Exactly.
To play.
I know, but I thought it was going to be one of these ones where he's like sitting on the bench and maybe he comes in for a couple of plays. It looked like a bad injury.
What I've noticed, if the player is questionable going into the game, and it's more than the chances are he plays. If he's doubtful, there's more of a chance that he won't play.
I didn't think he wasn't going to play. I just thought he was going to maybe like end up just getting a couple of carries because he was a bit.
Well, Carlos Hyde was out.
Yeah.
Steve, if the Chargers ended up beating the Tampa Bay, Steve, you've got to be panicking.
There's a flag.
Who's it? Metcalf?
Back.
No.
Was it?
They more, but it might be coming back.
Let's hope so.
Boys, next year, NFL London, we're going to get 4 games. We're going to get to see some of these teams coming over here. I mean, I know, apart from your own team, what team do you want to see come over here next year?
I'll say anyone but the
Seahawks.
Jags because they'll be here twice.
Yeah.
So anyone but the Jags.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Oh, Evans, that was a beauty.
Yes. Sack it. Oh,
Jack was
I think I'd like to see the Bucks. I'd like to see the Bucks.
The touchdown given.
Do you want to see the Bucks?
finally.
last year.
Oh, there was last year, wasn't it?
Hang
Yeah.
on.
That's
Yeah,
Panthers.
we did see the
Finally.
Bucks.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
I mean, I don't know whether what they said was going to happen this year, but I had a sneaky feeling that maybe the Steelers were going to come over and play the Jags this year, and that was my sneaky feeling that was going to happen. And I'm gutted if that was
for the
case.
second game. Yeah, I think it was going to be that. It was going to be another
Yeah.
divisional game, and I think one of the teams from the AFC North. So
I had a
Obviously,
sneaky
it's been
feeling
a
that
bit
it could have happened. It could have happened this year. It really could have happened.
That
Ravens
pass
already
in
come
the
over,
Tampa Bay
haven't
game was like vintage Brady. That looked like vintage Brady, that pass just then. Oh my God.
Was it a pick six?
No, it was, well, no. Fuck.
Oh.
Gail,
I'm just glad the Steelers weren't coming this year.
I just want to have
hated it.
Why don't you shut up? I'm going to have a little chat with Gail. Gail, over in Australia.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that you had no. Apart from you had the GOAT over there and the best coach in the entire world and won a load of Super Bowls, what attracted you to supporting the Patriots as a fan?
My best friend lives in Boston, and I spent a year. I lived in Connecticut for a year, so it's not just glory hunting. The first season I watched was 2012 or 2013, so I didn't realize, and it took me a whole season to realize you had to have 4 goes to get 10 yards. I didn't realize that for a whole season. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I realized, oh, you have 4 goes to get 10 yards. That all makes sense now. And then after that, I kind of just picked it up.
I mean, being over in Australia, they must, you must have friends over there going, what are you doing watching American football when rugby is
because the
main
community here is
sport over
huge.
there?
The actual, because Australia is much more a sporting nation than the UK is, because all the sports you have over here, people just watch sport all the time, like cricket, soccer, NFL, AFL, rugby league, rugby union, even swimming. People like watch swimming together here. It's insane. So the actual NFL community here is really, really dedicated. And I know guys who will get up and at 3 a.m, watch it and go to work, and they just know they know who the Raiders quarterback was in 1980. They can name all the Steelers Hall of Famers. It's insane. They know more than you guys do, and it's not a slam on you. They just fucking live for this shit. They're really obsessed with it. They spend thousands of dollars a year buying all the merchandise. It's insane over here.
Cool. I mean, I've got to be honest. If there was ever a country that I didn't, expect to enjoy NFL, it was you guys over there, because obviously you've got soccer, you've got rugby, you've got your own football game over there. I mean, no one knows what the fuck is going on with that game. I mean, to be fair, so I'm not surprised you turned to NFL. Exactly right, but fair play to the Australians to start watching NFL. I mean, it's taken over, right? I mean, obviously the Sky UK, they've got their own channel now. I mean, us guys are deciding to do these sort of events. I mean, God, we love football so much; it's ridiculous.
The only problem is that when it's the Super Bowl on Monday morning at 10 a.m. So I get drunk once a year on a Monday morning, and it's disgraceful. It's absolutely appalling.
Yeah, talking of Super Bowls, I mean, Nick, let's. I'll bring you in now because obviously you enjoy talking about the Super Bowl that just. Mark, you might as well sort of join us as well. So
yeah, appreciate it.
I mean, to be fair, I mean it was quite a fun evening. I mean, I paid for the whole bar tab. I paid for the whole bar tab while you guys, enjoyed the Super Bowl, but it just wasn't to be, mate. Was it? To be fair, I mean,
but in all fairness, not many teams keep that Chiefs down for 50 minutes. Not many teams have done it, so I'll just live off that and forget the last quarter. If that's okay.
He loves bringing that up, but trust me, Mark, he's going to get his when it comes. He's going to get it.
What
he's going to get
doing?
It big time.
Simon, I mean, I know you chose the Cowboys to get to the Super Bowl, but to be fair, there is a chance that we could have a Steelers-Niners Super Bowl. I mean,
what a load of crap!
Mate, it's not a load of. It's not. It isn't a load of crap, though, is it?
The Niners aren't that good, mate.
To be right, Nick, let's be honest. Nick, let's be honest. Look,
Patrick Mahomes.
Nick,
Forget it. No
let's be honest.
Mahomes is too fucking good.
Let's be honest. Right, okay, come on.
No conversation. So forget that.
Quieten down. You've got the Chiefs and you've got the Ravens and you've got the Steelers. So we're the third best in the AFC. But you guys are kind of like the eighth best in the NFC. So I mean, even if we sort of like got to each other.
Seriously, stop drinking because you're making yourself look foolish.
I don't even think he's that. I don't even think that's that crazy. We could probably list 7 teams in the NFC better than the 49ers right now.
You know what? I've watched no games at all tonight, but the fact that it's been Steeler heavy and we've been sledging the Niners all night, I could do this every week. I don't give a shit about watching football.
Stafford, it's 37. Stafford is a fucking toss. Stafford just did a toss on 37. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. 41. Oh,
Fitzpatrick picks.
Pick, yeah.
What are you doing, Stafford? No, stop doing that.
What are the scores on the doors?
Guys, I'm going to show you. Thank me on Shank Club.
Harrison, you enjoy the game tonight, mate. You make sure you beat the Bears.
Good, buddy.
See you later, guys.
Take it easy, Harrison. Take it easy,
mate.
Oh,
what's going on with the Jags, Robson?
Sorry?
What's going on in the Jags game?
Very little on the Jaguars side, mate. We've got our first sack, and a former 49ers player in Cassius Marsh got the sack out of everybody. That shows how injury
Right, that must be bad. I was going to say it must be bad if Cassius Marsh is getting a sack.
We've had, I think we've had 4 players on either side of the ball who've actually been carted off into the dressing room. So we're down to bare bones now.
I was going to say, you're not playing at MetLife by any chance, are you? Because that's where everyone.
Might as well be at the minute. I've just seen a Bengals fan with face paint, and that's just pissed me off even more now as well. So,
oh,
I don't know what's going on.
Pete can't be getting another.
He's got a point of confidence. I give him that.
I think Johnson's injured. I think Kerryon Johnson's injured. Oh, he's fucked something.
Did you see anything open downfield? No, they're going to drop 7 into some of those zones. We'll say this. This is also where Unique got what?
Oh, I just can't even run the ball. Oh, I do.
Oh, David Johnson's on the field. If he can get a touchdown, it wouldn't be the worst case scenario. But this is now going to be a passing game.
Who thought Adrian Peterson will still be playing in 2020? Because I did not.
Nobody.
Randall Cobb, great. Throw for what? 35. Whoa. That was a funny looking.
What a catch. What a catch. Yes.
He's staying back.
Yes, go DK. Go DK.
Step out of the one.
Oh, get the touchdown, DK. I need it.
Oh, dear.
Give me those fantasy points.
Game, then, isn't it? 4-0.
No,
I've had him 2 years straight in fantasy, and he's been a pretty solid running back for me.
Solid floor, yeah.
Solid floor, yeah.
Amazing ceiling. Which there is nothing.
There'll be one more snap before the 2-minute warning there in Houston. In the meantime,
I thought you said you need a wheel.
The Houston game has flown.
Oh, Cowboys are in.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Good touchdown.
Yes,
good touchdown.
Oh,
good
yes.
touchdown. Prepare the bunkers. The Browns are about to fuck it up with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go.
Please.
They're going to choke like the Falcons did.
Let's get the onside kick.
Do you remember that Cleveland game?
What's going on, boys? What's going on?
Cowboys have scored.
Do you remember that Cleveland game when they where they kicked the extra point against Baltimore, hit the post. Baltimore caught it and scored a touchdown and won with
Grandad
0
gone?
seconds left.
Unfortunately, not if David Johnson gets a touchdown. It's like, no.
Now what you get outscored by that.
Yeah.
Mate, Dallas 30-41. Are they coming back in the game or what?
They're down by 13. They're going for 2.
Yeah.
No, they've already got it, mate. They've already got 30, mate. I've already seen it. Sorry, boys. Didn't mean to ruin it for you, but
Kill.
Who scored it?
Run it in himself.
It's all right, I'm about to find out.
yes. Mate, if the Cowboys take this game, I'm going to fucking dance naked live on fucking air. I'm telling you now. Honestly, I'm telling you now. And I've had a lot of beers as well, so it's not going to look pretty.
Jacksonville in the red zone.
We've got to put this in.
Oh,
come on, Minshew.
If anyone could bungle it.
Throw for the corner.
Come on, Jags.
Why are you throwing to Conley there, though?
I mean, that wasn't even like, I'm going to have a look and then I'm going to make a throw. It's like, I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Why not to Chark? Because Conley's hands have proven they're not ideal at the minute. Like, I don't get that.
No.
Right.
And I've looked up. There was a Cleveland game like 5 years ago where they had a game-winning field goal. It got blocked by the Ravens, and the Ravens ran it in for a pick six touchdown, dead clock. I remember it because I've never seen anything worse in my whole life. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. It was so bad.
Oh, they caught it!
Yes! Oh, yes! Come on!
Touchdown. Oh, we got it. Yeah.
Who is it?
That's DJ Shark, baby.
DJ Chuck.
Was that you that just did that?
I'm so glad we're not the only people that do that.
No,
I'm just
Pete, mate, you'll love this, Pete.
go on, Robson.
Down, but
Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Fantastic.
7-2. Really should just score.
These games are getting ridiculous.
How the Villa throw up 7 against Liverpool?
There's got to be some match fixing involved with the FA. They're losing so much money. There's got to be some dodgy match fixing, isn't there?
Mate, Simon, it's my year this year. I'm telling you, mate. Everton and the Steelers are just
too late.
Mate, I've never had so much joy when it comes to sport in my entire life.
Don't rub it in.
Your
mate.
team are a pleasure to watch.
We just won our first game against Harrogate Town.
Is it a case you peak a little bit too early there, Pete? Again, is it just peak a little bit too early?
Mate, you asked the wife, mate. I'm always peaking too early.
Oh dear.
30 seconds of joy.
Anyway, Mark, here's your anniversary, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much.
How many years is it, mate?
17.
Cheers, well done.
17 years.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Less for murder. Nah.
How long you been together?
Been together 19.
Saints has had another interception.
19, mate. You've got to be older than me. I've been together with my wife more than you have.
Well, either you're very young, or I know better.
Well, yeah. To be fair, yeah. Are you 40? Mark, are you 40 yet, Mark?
I've gone past 40. Yeah.
Yes.
Has that made your day, Saint?
That's properly made my day, mate.
What, you look older than me?
Oh, mate, come off it. I definitely don't look older than you, mate.
In all the years you guys have been together, how many playoff wins have you had?
How many playoff wins?
Oh,
Simon, answer my question. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been an NFL fan for years, but I've only been a Steelers fan for probably 4 or 5 years. Wow. I enjoyed watching the game, but as some people may have heard, I had a drunken night in the Caribbean and a hot tub and ended up becoming a Steelers fan. So I haven't actually seen us win a Super Bowl yet, and I didn't pick them because I was a glory hunter and they'd won all the Super Bowls over all the other
Detroit
teams.
touchdown! Detroit touchdown! Adrian Peterson! Adrian Peterson touchdown! Oh my God, it's happening! Crisis! I'm having a fucking crisis.
Oh my word! That
What is
hammer.
happening in Detroit? Oh my God!
So yeah, basically, like I say, I'm a Steelers fan, not because they won all the Super Bowls. It's purely because one of my buddies, when we were in the Caribbean, he just turned me into a Steelers fan. My mate in Pennsylvania.
Again.
Yeah, doing it.
Oh man, Adrian Peterson.
Don't go for two. Don't go for two. Why are you going for two? Don't do that.
How many are they down by? They're down by
Yeah, but
8.
just
Oh, you can't miss that.
Ah,
Oh my God.
no, I will.
Going on,
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
All right,
They got two.
he's about to get smashed and we missed
I'll
tackle
agree-
and sack.
on this one.
And he picked up the first
Now,
down, which we're going to 2 more clock out now.
Come on,
Oh,
30. Come on, you've got
They
to
got
come
it.
back.
Fuller.
So the Cowboys have got the ball. Come on, Cowboys.
Texas have brought themselves back from the dead.
Will Fuller.
That's right. Number 3 or number 2 for Will Fuller?
Number 2.
Now
That
forget
doesn't do him any favours either.
I knew we'd have a big game today.
Oh, did he get it? Did he get it?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, it counts.
Watson.
Yeah, he won. Fucking hell, 7-2 Villa.
I don't know what's going on.
Villa 3 from 3 beating Liverpool 7-2. I mean, I know this is early doors, boys, but if Everton keep up, they win the league.
No. See, finish the beer now. Put it away.
Sorry, it's not even 9 o'clock, and normally I'm asleep by now, Mark, to be fair.
I'll be asleep too. You're right.
My map is a little bit slow because it's not quite responding.
We cannot defend a sweep. My God.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, he's down.
Oh.
Oh no! I looked at that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, you got control.
Oh, no, that's not a touchdown.
Angle. Oh, so 1 foot down.
No, that's not a touchdown. The ground is what helps him control it.
The ball bounces out of bounds away on the.
I think next time I'm going to wear a suit and tie like that guy. I mean, that's proper game day attire, right?
This may just save your skin if this gets called back. But then,
You're not going to save my skin. You're going to whoop me this week. That's already decided.
Oh, hello.
Come on.
It's not an
That's
excellent
game over.
It's magic running in for a
It's magic.
Oh, yeah. He's only going to run one in.
And it's 2-point conversion. It's now an 8-point game. But they need the onside kick.
Yeah, well, we know.
All right, here we go.
Mark's not getting excited. He knows the Finns aren't coming back into this one.
Incomplete pass from Will Fuller. Now it was 4th down.
Oh, controversial.
And that's probably going to ice the game.
Oh, I tell you what. So, yeah, it looks like. Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh,
As soon as the ball bounces.
yes.
Yeah, you can't give that for the
Right, that's
I
right.
should have relied on Nelson Aguilar to fucking do that.
If that was your team, you'll be absolutely gutted with that one. Yeah, let's be honest.
That's not.
Dallas have got the ball.
That's not a touchdown.
It's not coming back. Come on, the Dallas.
Go on, Dallas. Come on. Make this interesting. Let's go.
They've only got one timeout, Dallas. They need to be quick about this.
Throw the ball.
Don't miss Elliott go out.
Exactly right. I mean, fucking throw the ball. I mean, the dude threw nearly 500 fucking yards last week. Just fucking throw the ball. Jesus Christ. Come on, beat the Browns, you
Game over.
Go on, Cooper. Go on, son. Go on.
Go.
This could get
I
exciting.
love feeling your pain, Pete. It's
Why don't you
fantastic.
come on? Why don't you come on the screen to hide in my badge, you douchebag?
It's third down in Detroit. I'm so here for this game. It's third down in Detroit.
You gotta love the witching hour.
You've got to love the witch hour. I mean, it kills so many people, right?
Brings the worst out in everyone.
I think Detroit just took a timeout. Why are you taking the timeout, Detroit?
Alan's losing his fucking mind over Detroit.
I'm more worried about the fact that I've said that I'm going to dance naked if Dallas end up winning this game. That is what I'm more thinking about.
What's happening with the Chargers? I thought the Chargers had gone ahead with a big throw from Herbert. Why are they behind now?
What? The Chargers are behind?
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Patricia, you used to stats. You dumb cunt, Matt Patricia. What are you doing? Don't.
You know what? I would love nothing more than to see the Browns. Right now. Ivan, if you're watching, Ivan, come on! I want to see your face.
Come on, Jacksonville. Come on,
Ivan.
No, it went nothing.
Pick six. Wipe him out.
Come on, Cowboys.
It's not happening, Pete.
Come on, Dak. Come on, you fucking... Go on, MVP.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Vaughan dropped it.
Oh, dear. Pete's live meltdown is continuing.
Why don't you go and get some sleep because you can't handle... You know what I mean?
Oh.
Why are
Justin
you even...
Herbert, 2-minute drive incoming.
Staying up watching the Eagles game? It's irrelevant. It's clear you're going to smash them. Just get some sleep. You're going to be useless at work tomorrow like you always are. So just get some sleep, bro.
Sorry, Pete. Real fan stuff and watch the game. Just saying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Mate, I can assure you now, mate, I am up.
First and goal down. There's 4 minutes to go. The time's ticking. Sorry, I didn't mean to boot you.
First down, Cowboys. Right, can your Jag sort this out, please?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm not being funny, mate. Cowboys come back.
He overthrew it because the ball then got the corner almost took it away.
Oh, we've seen this before with Dallas. Come on, Dallas.
Oh, wow. And 21's like, oh, shit.
They're going to give Jerry Wall a heart attack.
Robson, what's going on in the Bengals game, mate?
Just gone to the 2-minute warning. I think they're third and short on our 13-yard line, I think. So the game's pretty much over. So that'll be that.
Come on, Dak.
Third and three for the 2 minutes.
That gives him
Oh, there it is.
It gives him hope.
That gives me fantasy hope. There is fantasy hope for me.
CD Lamb,
Come
yes.
on, Dallas.
Now,
Nicky's
don't
fuming.
Yeah.
Nicky's fuming.
Mate, this could be the best night ever. Liverpool get 7-2, and all of a sudden, the Cowboys come back from what were they, 41?
2-point attempt. Here we go.
When you fucking a third of your points.
Come on, Cowgirls. They've done it before. I'm not writing them off tonight.
Was that CD second?
Easy. Jet sweep from Amari Cooper.
Oh,
Yes.
there it is, boys. Come on, you Cowgirls.
All they need is a 3 and out.
I think they'll get it as well. They'll get it.
Even Robson's getting excited. Go on, Robson. He's giving up on his game when he's watching a decent game.
Cardinals have scored a...
Wow.
Are the Cardinals for real?
You know what? This has just made me realise I hate when the Steelers don't play football.
Only David Johnson. Look at this. 9.2.
You know what? Can you imagine the confidence of Justin Herbert going on and beating
Herbert's just been picked.
Brady down in Tampa?
Oh,
Herbert's just been picked.
Justin Herbert, what are you doing?
Oh,
Out.
Oh, you're kidding me.
There's a flag. There's a flag in it.
It'll be on the return.
Was it a late hit?
No, it'll be on the return. Oh, man.
The witch and hour. the witching hour.
He had a 2-minute drive there, all set up for him to bring
I
it
would
back.
not have done that, but I was just booting it back towards the end zone.
Oh, Herbert. There's no
what
one
did
there.
the Cowboys do there? What's that all about?
What was that onside kick?
Oh man, the Cowboys have just killed himself.
Pretty much.
What is that? What?
Oh,
They
blocking,
said
blocking
booting
the back.
it for the end zone. At least it would.
Did anyone? What happened? Was that an onside kick, or did they run that back, or what?
Well, they tried an onside kick and he got it very wrong.
I prefer to go
Why
onside.
did they just
What was
over
that?
3 minutes
That's
left?
idiots.
Why did they run onside kick? For fuck's sake!
It's appeal at the moment for the Seahawks game where they got the first down. Their first down.
That is the worst decision I've seen since that Colts trick play thing.
Love that play.
Crazy.
Fuck.
I have to admit, my favourite trick play of recent years was still Roethlisberger's fake spike from a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, against
Fake
Dallas.
was fucking brilliant.
So you must remember that fake spike against Dallas.
Yes.
That was fucking saucy.
I love a fake spike. You don't see that enough.
No, you definitely don't see that enough.
Didn't Jeff Fisher's Rams have a couple of really good punt trick plays? They used to use them to score their only touchdown of the game.
That's Bones Foster.
Oh man.
Was it last season or the season before with that ridiculous Dolphins formation shift as well?
It was that. I think it was last year. That
No, that was last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, last season.
Oh, the Saints are going to win.
Right, come on, Cowboys. Force a
Yeah.
turnover here, please. Come on.
Come on.
Go on.
So the Lions led by 17.
No. Oh, no.
Oh my god, that is just the most ridiculous play ever.
Nick, we'll be on in a second now. Don't worry, Pete.
Yeah. It'll pop back up now.
You've still got time to put one on the Bills.
Oh my word! How the hell did they muck that up?
Fuck's sake.
Seattle, they come away with a win.
That's killed me in fantasy as well.
How can a potential sack in the backfield end up being a touchdown? That is just ridiculous.
The NFC East is a fucking trash pile. They're all useless cunts. What are you doing?
The guy I'm playing in fantasy has got Joe Mixon and Odell Beckham.
What is that, honestly? What is that all about?
So,
Does anybody else feel like punching fucking OBJ in the face right now?
That's awful.
Awful tackle.
He should have had him there. That should have been done.
What is 58 Smith doing right there?
Alden Smith has just ruined that whole game.
Isn't
This
he their
season,
starting
Detroit,
member?
Yeah.
Detroit is blowing leads of 17, 11, and 14. Fine, Matt
Dallas
Patricia. You
fucking
Looks like the Saints are in victory formation as well.
Fuck the Browns. I don't give a shit about the Browns.
Patricia has to go. Patricia has to go.
Hey, they might have scored 47 points against the Cowboys, or they're going to score 51.
Return it. Return it.
Pointer.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, you're kidding me.
I don't know this. I don't know. What
happens here? What the hell happens here?
2 points.
Did they just get 2 points from him?
They don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The judges actually have no idea.
Only the Browns could manage this. Doubling the points through sheer inadequacy.
Oh my god. Honestly, Simon.
Cuts on the face. Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones is
Funny for the Browns. What is that all about? They should have sacked him in the backfield and never ended up running it in for a touchdown. I mean, what the hell, man?
Was there offside?
What a shocking turn of events. What's he doing?
There's nothing funny than watching someone try to pick up a football off the ground. They never can.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Well, a 2-point conversion.
Robson, cheer me up. Please tell me the Jags are going to come back against the Bungles.
Not at all. No.
Oh.
Not at all.
Sake. Right, the Washington game's been quiet. I'm guessing
that's done now. I think it's
the
done.
Ravens have blown them out.
It's not a good day for the Steelers.
The Browns just had that from when they got back in the end zone is now a 2-point conversion. Now
Killer. That is a killer.
here's the thing, guys. The last time the Browns scored close to 50 points was about 11 years ago, 19th of December 2009.
Wow.
Jesus.
I looked up on Wikipedia.
That is crazy.
You turned it to fucking Rain Man.
No, I'm trying to Rain Man. No,
My only saving grace is the fact that Grandad and Jason from the 49ers bet me that Fitzpatrick was going to get 300 yards and 3 TDs. So that's 20 quid from them fellas. But it's throwing over to the fucking Browns, Ivan and Grandad, for me betting that they would lose to the Cowboys. So at least I'm even. I'm not dancing naked. That's a win as far as I'm concerned.
Cool.
To be fair to the Bucks, when they traded for a 49-year-old 7th-round pick at QB, I thought it was stupid, but it seems to have worked.
Mate, the Bucks ain't going to the Super Bowl. They are not.
They are. They're winning the whole damn thing. Behave. They're winning the whole damn thing, and you know it.
Nah.
No.
Wait, I've just seen Odell Beckham Jr.'s haircut. What a puff.
Robson, could you imagine if this was us in London on a Sunday watching your boys choke to the Bengals? We've got fucking soaked all day. We've watched the Jags lose to the Bengals.
You spent a month's paycheck.
It could have been the worst weekend ever. So we've got to take something from this, haven't we? We've got to take something from this at least.
That was great. That was great with a kicker to squib it 10 yards forward and then attempt to recover it himself.
Seriously, is Joe Burrow going to throw this in? Is he going to throw it in for a Hail Mary and we're going to go fucking apeshit now?
Wow.
Oh, hello. Someone is fucking alive, are they? Grandad, what's going on with you?
That was the cup and he dropped it.
Oh, Cooper.
Yeah, right. I think that's me done.
All right,
I'm going to go over and watch the Raiders game.
You'll get there. And get time. You got about 15 minutes.
Game has started,
So
boys.
the Bengals. So the Bengals win.
The Bengals win.
Bengals win.
Robson, your team's a fucking letdown.
I think it's time to fold the Jags.
He was like Mixon.
It's the battle for 4th place next week against the Texans. I think we'll definitely win that battle of being bottom.
Oh, that's a lovely catch by
Yeah.
Oh, what a take.
All right. The fact that Cleveland beat Dallas not been fun.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for having me on. Been loads of fun.
Steve, good to have you on, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Carl, good to have you on, fellas.
I'm still staying on, lads. It's just he's going. So give us a second.
Sweet.
Oh, Simon.
Yeah.
I picked the Bengals by double digits to beat. Can I be smug?
No.
Absolutely be smug on here, girl.
I was all in on the
baby.
Bengals. I was all in on the Bengals last week, and then they screwed me over, so I jumped off the Bengal bandwagon.
I mean, Simon, what really happened was I had a bottle and a half of wine and 3 beers and then made my picks. I looked at them this morning and thought I was fucked. But it's worked. It's brilliant.
You should do that every week.
I should.
Can't be any worse. Oh, how have the Saints won that? Vikings have
I know.
won.
How have they?
Do you have any idea?
Oh, awful.
Boys, I'm shooting off. I might be back later on.
Oh, I need to talk about that.
See how we go.
Robson, thanks for coming on,
Thank
mate.
you.
I know it
My
pains you,
pleasure.
buddy, but I love having you on, Robson. Take care, mate.
My pleasure, mate. See you later.
See you later. Right, time for the Cowboys to win this.
I was going to say, I mean, is it potentially not over from the Cowboys?
We're basically just back to where we were before they scored the first touchdown.
Yeah. To be fair to Cleveland, though, they had to sit through fucking Johnny Manziel for like forever. So they've kind of earned this. They've kind of earned a couple of good wins.
A slur to the term "fucking idiot."
I'm not giving up on the Cowboys just yet.
We just need an onside kick conversion. That's all we need.
Let them kick a field goal and let them get an onside conversion. That is, come on, boys.
Keep dreaming.
I am dreaming, Mark. I am probably dreaming right now. But this is the NFL. We've seen it before. It happens.
True.
Red zone's so fucking tragic. Got the Giants on the left and the Cowboys on the right. Fuck that. I'm just not interested in the Giants at all.
Oh, dude, these Rams jerseys are so ugly. They offend my eyes.
They're so bad. They're like fucking like a special needs primary school designed them. That's what they look like.
Mate, I can't take that. These Rams jerseys and the Chargers jerseys are fucking legit. They are.
Dude, they're so awful. What is with the weird faded daisy color? Why?
I have terrible taste in uniforms. I like the brown color that the Tampa Bay Bucks wear, and that's awful. But for some reason, this makes my eyes bleed.
I love the little things that just niggle us.
Yeah, Henderson, that's who Wolves got, isn't it?
It's like it's just such a bright day, you know? Why?
Yeah, well, he picked him up after I picked up Kelly.
Oh.
Who apparently can't hold on to the football.
Oh, wow.
So for you guys, which was your favorite Giants story? Was it the firework blowing up that guy's hand, or was it the boat pick?
That one. That was my favorite one.
That was your favorite one, yeah.
My favorite one was Jean-Pierre Paul blowing his fucking.
Jean-Pierre Paul's hand, yeah.
Right. See you in a bit. See you in a bit, buddy.
He should have really got a hook, but then he could have been a pirate.
Not being funny, is Jared Goff all of a sudden going under the radar or what?
I don't know about Jared Goff.
He's always been elite. What are you talking about?
Is he under the radar or what? Is he going to all of a sudden sneak the Rams into the playoffs?
One season wonder.
I think he's just rated.
Oh, hello.
I've just got to come on because I'm going off now, and I want to tell you, Jared Goff is dog shit. Get in his face. He is fucking useless.
I know.
Boys, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to hop
Rams.
off now. And yeah, it's been good speaking with you all. And yeah, I will definitely be back soon. And latest.
Nice win.
Enjoy crushing the Eagles.
Work, bro.
Go Niners.
Fuck off, Niners. Right. Now the fact that the Shank Club president is gone, I'm sure you boys probably want to hit the sack or at least watch the game and enjoy it without being on TV. So I'm going to probably call it a night. Actually, no, I'm going to hang fire just in case Dallas end up pulling out.
Yeah.
I'm going to just hang fire just until Dallas game's finished.
I'll go after the Cowboys game.
Yeah. I need to see this till the end. To be fair.
So are people actually watching us live on the stream?
He got picked off.
Oh, how did Cleveland not pick that?
Oh, what's that doing?
Yeah,
Wait, why did he intercept that?
I don't know.
Why didn't he just intercept it?
That was terrible, right?
At the same time.
That's like worse than their uniforms. That's fucking terrible. What are you doing?
I'm potentially finishing the show, but who is up for staying around and just talking ball and just watching the late games? I know Mark.
Oh, it's Pete. It's Pete.
Oh no.
No, Wilson with the catch.
Carl's hanging around.
I luckily haven't got work to do, so I'm quite blessed to stay up.
I don't mind watching a few couple of hours of the late games.
I'll be up watching him, but my mate's a teacher, so he goes to bed. I don't want to keep him up.
Can I hear Carl or Steve make the case for Edelman in the Hall of Fame as we're watching Dallas fuck this up?
The win probability of Dallas is 1%.
Browns picked. Game over.
No, Dak, you just knew it was coming.
Yeah, that was so not needed.
Look at his face. He's like, he looks shocked, even though the last 3 passes he's thrown should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how did I do this? It's like,
look how happy Baker Mayfield is. It's just so ridiculous. Just looking for Amari Cooper all the time.
Yeah, he was trying, and the corner read that perfectly.
Yeah, to be fair, that was really well played by the corner.
Poor from the Cowboys.
Yeah, let us down big time.
So the Cowboys have lost. Washington have lost. The Derp are going to get beaten by the Rams. And the Eagles will probably get beaten by the 49ers. Not a very good day for the NFC East. Not by any stretch.
Only one game away, the Browns.
1 first down, it's game over.
Right. Well, fellas, I really appreciate you being on tonight. The fact that Dallas have choked the Cleveland Browns, I don't think I can carry on tonight. If they won, I probably could have carried on all night long and gloating. Mark, I know you want to get some sleep and enjoy your boys getting against the Eagles. Carl, I know you're massively choked up that your boys aren't playing tonight, but I can see you're a huge football fan. You love the fantasy. Good for you, bro. Gail, over in Australia, the fact that you're even up early in the morning on the Shank Club NFL, I've got massive respect for you, Gail. You're always welcome to join the Shank Club. So, honestly, mate, you, Dave, Rich, Gav, keep me going when I'm driving the truck around for Brighton Tools and Fixings around the country, mate. You keep me going. You and the Steelers Depot, mate. If it wasn't for you two boys, I would have nothing to listen to in the truck. So keep the podcast coming. I love it.
Yes,
I love your podcast, Simon.
Thanks for listening.
Here he is. He's you've ever seen in your entire life. That is a scary thing I've seen. It's not even Halloween yet, and that was proper scary. Boys, thank you so much for experiencing the first NFL Shank Club NFL game day experience. We'll probably never do it again because I haven't been able to watch any football whatsoever, and I've hated every minute. I've enjoyed talking with you guys, but I've seen no football whatsoever, so I'm never doing this again. Simon, thanks for coming on, mate. I really appreciate what you do for UK Steelers. And
anytime, mate.
I will always listen to you boys. Listening to you fellas makes my absolute day. Carl, you're a big Pats fan, mate. Good luck against the Chiefs. To be fair, mate, I hope you beat them because
we have Brian Hoyer. We're going to win. We're going to win with Brian Hoyer for sure.
We are going to need every bit of luck going in that game. And Brian Hoyer cannot have a turnover. If he does, we're fucked.
Are you telling me Brian Hoyer is a starter over Stidham?
Have you seen Brian Hoyer play as a starter in the NFL? He is atrocious. I would honestly rather put Jared Stidham in there.
No.
Stidham's going to be
Hoyer's
cool,
played in the playoff game. Hoyer's been to the playoffs. You know, he's experienced.
Maybe, maybe in 2005, maybe, but it's. But here's the thing: everyone knows about Brian Hoyer. They know his weaknesses. With Jared Stidham, the only bit of tape you have on him was the pick 6 against the Jets, and that's really all you got.
Yeah. Have you heard of Nathan Peterman? I don't want another Nathan Peterman. I just don't want it.
They've chosen Hoyer to start, so I'm taking the loss immediately.
Yeah, what the annoying thing is the fact that people like me and Simon, the fact that we've actually all of a sudden now we don't give a shit about the Patriots because the Chiefs have taken over. It doesn't care who's QB at the Patriots because you guys are irrelevant right now. All that matters is the Chiefs. So whether it's Stidham, whether it's Newton, whether it's fucking Hoyer. I mean, Mark will tell you about Hoyer. He sucks big time. So
He does suck.
Boys, enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you so much for coming on Shank Club NFL. We're not going to ever do this again because I've not watched any football and it sucks big time. And thanks for coming on, Simon. Thank you. It's really nice to actually meet you for the first
definitely,
time as well. Big Steelers fan. I appreciate you guys. Carl, enjoy the game when it comes up. Gail, big respect for you being in Australia supporting the Patriots. Mark, I hope you fucking lose to the Eagles, mate. I hate you.
Love you too.
Only joking, mate. Honestly, mate. Happy anniversary, bro, and enjoy the weekend, boys. Thank you so much for coming on.
See you later.
Evening.
Cheers, man. Thank you for hosting.